I don't want to set the world on fire. I
Please
just
welcome
want
Tom
to start
Dummary.
a flame in your heart.
I'm here, and your
In
white
my
privilege isn't
heart, I
going to save
have
you
but
tonight, okay, guys?
one desire, and that one is you. No other will do. I've lost all ambition for worldly acclaim.
Any government is to monopolize as much violence as possible in order for it to inflict it on as many citizens as possible.
I've been on this like weird anarchist arc for a few months now. This is playing by their rules, exactly how they are written.
Me. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame.
You're watching the Dog and Chicken Show. Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. It's time for the Dog and Chicken Show. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Dog and Chicken Show, brick by brick. I'm excited for tonight's show. It's been a little while, folks. I am, of course, Dr. Chicken. Find me at the Bark and Cluck on the Twitters, on the X's, whatever we want to call it these days. Elon Musk is a Nazi saluting Hitler or whatever guy. Yeah, we're supposed to hate him now, even though he's doing amazing things. That all said, as always, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, one who makes cowboy hats sexy again, Captain Aviators himself. I got it right this time. And he's got that top button undone so I can see that hairy, sexy chest. And he's muted.
The fuck, bro? Why'd you do that?
God damn it.
Why'd you do that?
Mutegate is real. Mutegate is real, folks.
I stand by it. Mutegate is real. I was there in the first incarnation of it, and I'm still here to see it through because I am your 17-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, non-chill filtered, quadruple distilled, your blend master of ceremony himself, Captain Aviators, who is an ordained minister in the Church of Dudology, an international sex kitten, and apparently doesn't know how to work his mute button. Tony fucking G, back here for another live Friday night on the Big Bucket Empire here with the Dog and Chicken Show.
Fantastic. Appreciate it, sir. We'll get to Phil. I want to make sure he's got plenty of time to make sure his shit is actually working since he's running off of Windows 95 and 56K dial-up over there in some log cabin out in the middle of nowhere. Might be with the Unabomber. I don't know. But introducing Chris from Gravity Beard, or as his name on the screen is, Toph. He is also muted, so you might want to unmute yourself before you do an intro. See? I'm giving him courtesy. No, he's still muted.
Still muted, yeah.
I don't have a big elaborate introduction. I just am who I am, and you guys were kind enough to invite me here, so here I am. It was touch and go. I'm kind of shocked that Phil's here, so I'm looking forward to.
We all are.
Chris, I gotta know what's the secret banana society? It's behind you.
Well, that's the number one rule of Secret Banana Society is you don't talk about Secret Banana Society. So obviously I can't.
Damn it.
I feel like you knew that was a silly question when you asked it.
I want in. I see bananas in people's backgrounds. I see Secret Banana Society right now. I'm like,
if you want to get in the vehicle of your choice and drive down here, we will admit you into the Secret Banana Society, but that's the only way that you can learn more.
God. Ooh. Do I need to bring some pain meds or alcohol?
I would.
Your choice. Whatever you want to do.
Depends if I'm man enough, right?
Yeah. Also, I do want to say Tony does have a hat collection. You know, one thing he left off of his intro is that he's Captain Patriot, but he's not wearing his Captain Patriot hat tonight, which I am.
Wait for hour two. Oh,
okay. I spoke too soon.
See?
And Listen, it's going to be a great night. We're going to have a great show, and so I hate to start off with inventorying my disappointments. One, we just lost Phil, so that's not good. But we
Is he
also
back?
lost. No, he's not. I don't think he joined
he's
us.
still he's in the back room still.
Okay, he's back. But we are missing.
Can you hear me?
We are missing one other. We're missing one other person. That other person is very important because we have a specific agenda item that involves both Phil and the person that's missing tonight. So in the chat,
running late.
He's a little bit late. He's running late.
Well,
So
can you hear me, gentlemen? That's the most important thing.
Yeah,
you sound like
you're.
Can you actually hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear us?
But you can hear me.
This is going to be a fucking disaster.
Yes, we can hear.
Well,
you.
yeah, I'm trying. That's why I'm trying to still figure this all out, gentlemen. So yeah, but it is I, the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes you the podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance. One handsome man, if I do say so myself, and a man who will survive the flood of this life, Lord. Your King of Extreme, Phil, KOE. Folks, you can, of course, find me at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. God bless every last one of y'all, gentlemen. And I'm going to keep trying to deal with my audio issue because I will get it resolved. I know I will.
You're having video issues too, but we don't need to pile on.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll start with the audio.
Are they long bananas or short and thick bananas?
I can't say. I can't answer any questions. I'm sorry to be coy, but I can't answer any questions about it.
Coy is a fish.
The middle.
Just making it slow burn. Yeah.
The middle word is the most important word in the name of the group.
Lynn,
Banana?
what's up? Yeah. Lynn had to change his user ID a while ago because he got hacked. Tony, you know what's important? Not that he can hear you, but if you can hear him.
This
is true.
That is
a great
spot
point.
on. Yes, that's always been the point.
Bandit knows, and yet, sorry,
Philosopher King.
Tony, I'll let you handle comments. We're fighting on comments already.
Oh,
I see.
yeah, we are. It's all right. I'll take care.
Put him up.
Take care.
Put him up.
All right.
Okay, Phil. How are we doing over there, Phil? Are we?
You get your shit figured out?
Oh, just peachy, guys. Everything's just working perfectly the way I want it to. Yeah, it's awesome.
Sounds like it.
I got to tell you, Phil, this is
it's
pretty
great.
great for me. As you know, back in like episodes 150, I was the one that had to move locations like 3 different times because my internet froze. It looked like I was live streaming from 2003, and everybody made fun of me. And now it looks like you're using a Motorola Razr to stream, and your lighting is probably, if I had to guess, lava lamp.
No, Chris has the lava lamp.
I've got the lava lamp.
Oh, well, that's why Phil's okay.
That's me. Yeah,
that's the reflection from Chris's lava lamp on Phil's screen. Okay, got it.
that's how that works.
Yeah,
My lighting's all fucked up too. I keep adjusting and moving, and it keeps fucking up.
Well, speaking of moving locations, Chicken, you had to move locations too.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, wife has to work in the morning, so I got told no, and so I said yes. I'm just gonna go out. I'm just gonna go out to the camper.
Solid
and then I
choice.
grabbed one of my my mesh Wi-Fi points, and I put it out on the deck and plugged it in, so it's like 10 feet away from the camper. So I got good signal out here. So hopefully I don't drop out tonight.
It's not bad accommodations.
I know,
Sure.
right? I'm bougie-ing this shit up. You can see
Yeah.
you can see my garden back here. My dogs are running around every now and then fighting each other. It's a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
I would
Surprised
like
that's not
to.
your primary place to broadcast.
Yeah, I would like to see your garden.
Giggity.
Speaking of seeing a garden, look who just joined us.
Maybe. Oh fuck! Has he got problems too?
What happened?
Yep.
There he is. Ah!
Folks, this is the kind of prime content you come here for. Hey, Brendan!
The other candidate, and you'll find out what that means later.
What?
Whoa.
Indeed.
Now I gotta adjust again.
Yeah, some stuff. Don't worry about it.
Actually, that works better. We'll just stay with this view because my camera
All right.
works better here.
There you go. How about Phil's?
Anyway, Brendan from
I'm
Dad's
just beautiful
Intergalactic
every day.
National, whatever. Where, Brendan, introduce yourself.
Dad's Intercontinental, formerly of the Weekly Rewind, formerly of the other shows I've all done, and
Audacity of Freedom is what you were going to say?
yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it was so long.
What's that one about?
Yeah, it was garbage.
Tell me more.
nothing.
It sounds cool.
It's garbage.
It was so
Garbage. My fucking co-host was a pussy.
He's
Which
so,
one?
so gay. But no, happy to be here tonight. Find me always and forever at That's what Black.
Boo!
I feel like I should say it like Mary Catherine
Yeah, you got to
Gallagher.
throw up the jazz hands.
Yeah.
You got to. Yeah.
You gotta do Dad's Worldwide.
Dad's Intercontinental.
Yes, yes, that's
Interplanetary.
one, Phil. Yep. You can hear the likes of Leslie Manbeard and Chance Joy.
Yes.
I don't know, Phil. Have you ever heard of that?
What show is that?
Dad's Inter.
Can you hear
Dad's
me?
Sick.
Does anybody else feel like they're like technologically impaired grandfathers trying to stream with us right now?
Well, I just plugged in a new mic, so I'm curious if you guys can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right. Welcome.
That has
Welcome one and
not
all.
been the problem this whole time.
Uh,
That has not been the problem. The problem is every time you ask that question,
I-
you don't
You're
hear
fixing
us.
the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Phil looks
Yeah,
like
no,
John.
I got my earbuds in, so now I can hear you too.
Okay, actually, this mic sounds better. So we're improving steadily.
Jesus
Holy shit!
fuck.
Okay. We're getting there.
So I should have
We're getting
started the
there.
stream
Hey,
at 9.
hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Folks,
drag me
I
along,
want
kicking
you
and
all to know,
screaming.
folks.
Yeah.
I want you all to know, folks. This is our first time streaming ever. So
guess.
just give us a little grace. Give us a little grace.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Especially
We've only
Chris.
lost
This is
4
his first time
viewers,
ever
so.
doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right. Now,
Hey, baby.
folks, I do apologize. Your King of Extreme is now in full power here this evening. So you are now getting every single note, tone, and pitch that is the sweet, soft summer sound that is my voice. And it's so great to be back with all of you. Yes, yeah, there we go.
Look
There's
at that
the main
crystal
event. This is
clear
what the people
picture.
are really here to see. Oh, beautiful. Let me tell you, there's no lag at all. There's no tracers behind my arm. It's perfect. It's perfect. This is year 2030 technology we're implementing here.
Yeah, at some point
how
tonight
you
we're
guys
going to talk about Iran war stuff, but he does look like a video footage of like the Iraq war. The first one.
Yep.
I was
Hello,
gonna
I'm the
say,
British reporter here outside of Baghdad.
Yeah,
Yes.
all of Phil's takes are going to be about.
That's perfect.
All of Phil's opinions have to be about Desert Storm because that looks like where he's streaming from.
Thanks,
This is
Shepard.
perfect.
There's a lot more missiles going out here. Or no, I got to go back to the British guy. Like, thank you, Shepard. It is I, Oliver Cromwell, outside of Baghdad. And the reports are that 13 militants have been destroyed. Well, yeah, yes. He's
Wait a
reporting
minute.
from the front.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
Wait,
Phil, are
we
you
hit-
going to apologize that you
I'm
look like
actually-
the corpse of Louis Anderson?
Yes, Louis Anderson. I'm here. When you know
No,
Louis
that's not
Anderson
fair.
walks in the door, it's great. He's just not a celebrity.
That's not fair. The animation on Life with Louie was way better than what we're seeing from Phil's screen right now.
That is true.
This is true. Oh, I loved that show. That was a great show. I don't care what anybody says. Life with Louie was awesome growing up. Okay.
Bandit
Now-
got
oh,
to join us tonight, by the way. He didn't miss this stream. And this is a comment he's been waiting
I
months
think,
to
I
say.
think he's earned a gin shot.
Phil, gin.
Well, how could I do that?
I want to
Well, I
see
have an
what
idea.
Phil in 1992 gin shot looks like.
I do too.
So Tony, when you
Well,
dropped
see, I'd have to have Jim to do that.
a gin,
So sorry,
Phil,
Bandit. I'll have to owe you one.
Phil.
Yeah.
Did you not dig in the bottom of the bag I gave you?
No, I just basically gripped out why.
You should reach in the bottom of the bag I
you
gave
should
you.
get in the bottom.
No. No.
You should reach in the bottom of the bag, and we should watch you reach in the bottom of the bag. Why don't you find that bag real quick, Phil?
I also
don't know.
want
He might get blown up by by a missile or something landing.
What's in the bag,
Okay,
Phil?
this is a little heavier than it should be.
I
Now,
thought you'd
before
noticed.
I,
You should have
looked into
noticed
this-
that an hour and a half ago.
No,
like
I was
wrapped
just holding
it
on
around
when we were
Marco.
chatting for a bit. And I gave Tony 2 really nice bottles of bourbon as sort of a thank you for some things he's been doing for me lately. And
What do you got in the bag, Phil?
Is it oat whiskey?
Tony,
It's not, unfortunately.
Millet whiskey?
Oh God, that hurts me. Don't say millet whiskey. Oh.
I wish
It
we
even
could read
looks like mouthwash.
that's painful.
At least
Why?
the pixels will make it taste less like
London
gin.
Dirty Miles. Wow. You did him dirty,
And-
Chief. You did him dirty.
Oh, Tony, thank you. You even made sure.
You made sure you had a cup.
I did. Made sure he had a shot glass.
Okay.
I feel like Bandit
Bandit,
owes
you've
you
earned
one,
one.
Tony.
True.
You've earned one. All right. I will say, Bandit, you rotten rapscallion ne'er-do-well. It's been far too long. All you and God bless. And what I will always say is what I always say: to fighting, stealing, and drinking. If you're going to fight, may it be for a friend. If you're going to steal, may it be a lover's heart. And if you're going to drink, well, I hope it's with me.
I can't tell if he took it. The pixels weren't there. You better do it again.
Yeah. We missed that whole shot and your whole speech.
Oh yeah. Better do it
Start
again.
over.
Ow.
How'd it taste?
No.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I got to hold my
We want
mic.
it to last the stream.
Thank you. Thank you.
Here's something that will make
Thank you, Tony.
things delightful. Whatever spirit you drink, add dried fruit. It'll actually make it much more pleasant. Okay, so yeah, add a little
Speaking
dried
of
fruit to
fruit,
your stream.
it's Pride
Add some
Month.
dried pineapples and some plums.
Or just drink it. Be a man.
Option 2.
Now, Tony, didn't you see
That's
Governor Jim Pillen sign that June is now officially Family Month? Yes, it is.
And,
Yeah.
well, thank goodness.
That sounds pretty gay.
Let's see. Yeah, it's an official. Like, I forget what. It's not just Family Month. It's very particular as to what it is. I'll look up what exactly he wanted it to be called. It's Tony's favorite governor.
I mean, I can think of better things, but I'll refrain. What are we doing here tonight, gentlemen? So it's been a minute.
Well, the main topic tonight is talking the brick by brick, bricks and minifigs. I'm not sure if everybody on the stream's up to speed. If you haven't been on the internet in a couple weeks, maybe you haven't heard of it or haven't seen anything about it. But I mean,
I have almost
updates on
avoided
that.
this entirely, so this will be.
Oh
fun.
my God, you were missing out. This has been one of the funniest, fucking dumbest things I've like been like. I don't know. I've just watched it and I was just like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Like, it's like watching, you know, those like disruptor streamers that just go out and fuck with people to fuck with people.
Sure.
And you're like, oh my God, fuck these guys. And like
Right.
everybody hates him. But this guy, he does it for a purpose. He goes out and fucks with people that fucked with people and
Okay.
tries to like expose shit.
I like it.
And so you're like, oh, okay, there's a little poetic justice with it. But then on top of it, watching this whole saga it was like one of those, but then you also throw in a little bit of cops, a little bit of Mormon mafia.
and then
What?
other
Yeah.
podcasters, other podcasters and YouTubers getting involved, and weighing in, and like all the legal people from COVID times that we were watching, they're all getting involved in this shit now too. CoffeeZilla of all goddamn people jumped in and actually made a bunch of discoveries on this whole damn thing. This has been the saga of sagas, the best thing that's happened to the internet in probably a year.
I can't miss it.
Yeah. Now, Bricks and Minifigures, for those who don't know what it is a secondhand Lego store. People go and sell their Legos, or like estates just dump off their Legos, and then kids can go there and like scoop up like bucketfuls of Legos and get basically 40 cents on the dollar. Or so I've heard. I mean, it's not like I've ever been to the one on 132nd Street in the Orchard Plaza in Omaha, Nebraska. Ask for Steve. He's very helpful. But no, I've never been there. I've only heard about this place just in passing. But yeah, this is fascinating because it's a franchise across the entire country that's basically built to sell secondhand toys of one specific company, and it sustains a business model. And they threw it all away over a $200,000 collection. Yeah. So now this collection, if you don't know, it was the single largest privately held Lego Star Wars collection, allegedly, but like it's one of them. It's up there. If you were to buy that collection, you'd basically be king nerd of whatever block you're on.
Okay.
So
Here's the background story. This
I was gonna
guy.
say,
Go ahead, T.
how many locations does this place have?
I don't know. I can look that up.
Because I know it's
over
a chain.
20.
It can't be a huge chain.
They're all over the country.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Now, and you're saying the estimated value is around $200,000.
That gets cleared up a little bit later. It's not quite that much.
Okay.
There's over 300 of them.
Wow.
Usually in strip malls. Yep.
Wow, that's
Lies,
way more than I would
communism. You can't prove anything, Bandit.
Okay.
So anyway, this guy, his name's Brian, and so he has his dad gets sick, goes to the hospital, and while his dad's in the hospital, they're like, shit, we're gonna have to pay for treatment, all this stuff, he's gonna die, like we gotta figure this out. So he takes his dad's Star Wars, very specific Star Wars Lego collection, which is massive and worth a shit ton of money, and goes to take it to this Bricks and Minifigs to put it on consignment. If you don't know what consignment is, I give it to you to sell for me. You give me a percentage of it. You keep a percentage of it, right? So the lady shows up and estimates this looks like about $200,000 worth. Now, until she gets it into the store and actually logs everything, she doesn't know that for sure. But that was where the $200,000 comes from. And she actually posted that on their social media. It's to gain hype, whatever. Anybody would do that to get more people to come to your store to buy some fucking crazy Legos that are super expensive and super rare. Because most of these were in original packages, never been opened, like super rare collection. So anyway, she sells some of them, pays him some money, but then she, for whatever reason, we never find this out yet, at least. She quits paying rent and gets behind on some bills at the business, which she's a franchisee. So the corporate office start getting the phone calls. And so according to them, they come in, do a hostile takeover, kick her out. And they have it on camera to where she says, hey, I have this guy's Legos on consignment. He needs paid. If I'm not part of this deal, like, how do I make sure he gets paid? And they're like, well, that's our business now. That's a corporate thing now. We'll take care of it. They kick her out. They put these other two guys in charge of the business. They get to take it pretty much at cost to take this thing over, because the corporation's like, fuck it. We just like get her out. We don't care. We don't want to lose anything. Just make some money off of this and run it, because they run other ones. Anyway, so this Brian guy's like, hey, like, where's my Legos? Like, I want them back, or I want my money. And they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And the Brian dude's like, what? Like, we have a contract. Here's my contract. And they're like, call the cops, trespass him, tell him to get the fuck out. He's like, what the fuck? And they give this guy the shaft. He goes through some legal stuff, and they flat out tell him, hey, the legal battle that you want to fight on this is going to cost more than what those things are worth. So it's not worth it. Walk away. This is what they're telling this Brian guy, according to him. And so he goes on for like a year and a half, 2 years, something like that. Like, going, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Well, this Reckless Ben guy, he gets in touch with him, which he's a YouTuber that like exposes people for crazy, weird shit. Like, he's exposed this Reckless Ben dude. He's got videos where he exposed like some weird like cult thing by making his own cult. It was the cult of Scientology sucks, and they worship a golden plunger. That's their god. And he got literally like an actual religion in that state that worships a golden plunger. Like, it's
don't get too hard, Brandon.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa.
What's the number? Who do I call?
We just found the plumber's equivalent to Baal and Moloch.
Yeah.
Excuse me for a minute.
So
No,
this
Brandon. Resist.
AI
this guy
clip
uses
that.
satire to fuck with people that he's going after, basically. And you watch the first episode of his series.
So he's
on
not
this Bricks and
auditing daycares, but he's
he's just fucking with them.
okay.
He's literally just fucking with. So like, he'll like bait them into a trap that he's already sued them, but they don't know that, and he just fucks with them until they do what he knows they're already gonna do, and then he's like, well, I already fucking sued him anyway. Like, so,
Wow. Okay.
it's pretty clever. You watch this kid's video. What did Osmond Gold call it? You watch the first like half hour of it, and you're like, you guys know those like those guys that are like looks maxing. They'll go get cosmetic surgery and try to look all like as good as possible.
Weird.
So Osmond Gold referred to it as, I think this guy's retarded.
Totally not gay at all, folks.
So Osmond Gold's like, I'm pretty sure this guy's retard maxing, because everything he was doing, you're like, you'd never want to do this. This is dumb. What are you doing? This is not how you handle a situation. Like, everything he does is the worst way to handle it. But it worked. And it kept working. He kept getting more and more progress and finding more and more shit out. Anyway, doesn't get him back. Cops get called several times in a ridiculous amount of ways. And then the cops are coerced by the fucking CEOs of Bricks and Minifigs to arrest this Ben guy for he didn't break the law on a lot of things. Like, there wasn't a lot of reasons to arrest this kid, like, other than being a fucking nuisance. I don't know. It just escalates and devolves from there. And now there's Bricks and Minifigs is suing the original Star Wars collection owner for $1.3 million. And Ben's got a gag order, so he can't release his next video, which he's already edited. But all the internet sleuths have already pretty much figured out where all of the Legos are and how much money is missing. And Bricks and Minifigs is pretty much in the wrong here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was a company that had a market capitalization of $500 million, and they threw it all away for $200,000. So, and that's what happens when reputation is smeared. This is something my grandpa said to me, and this is if I may, just one moment. This is some wisdom that was passed down from his father to him, and it was passed down to me. You can take a lifetime to build a good reputation, and you can blow it all like that. I always remembered that, and Bricks and Minifigures is now learning that. And also, I do have to say, Bandit.
My grandfather told me you suck one cock. You suck one cock.
You're always gay.
Just takes one.
Yeah.
Takes one.
Hey,
your
grandpa was also correct.
I've brought that up on the show several times. Like whenever anybody's like, "Oh, Destiny made a really good point," I'm like, "Didn't he suck a dick once?"
Thank you. My grandfather.
Why am I going to listen? Why am I going to listen to what this degenerate has to say about anything?
Yep.
Well, so the beginning of this whole story, like one of the first parts of the first video, is the YouTuber comes up to the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs and says, "Do you want to do this the easy way and just give him back his money or his Legos, or do you want to do this the hard way?" And the CEO like, and then he's like, "No, dude, like,
choose the hard way."
Yeah, do you like? Do you want to do this the hard way? Like, we can do it the hard way, like, or you can just give him his Legos back. He's like, either way, I know you're lying. You know you're lying. He's like, I'm not lying. No. Like, he starts stumbling over his words, and
You're
okay, I guess we'll do it the hard way. It's like, which has turned into a complete epic disaster for the company. Blew this Reckless Ben up into, like, there's a whole bunch of people doing like Give Send Goes for him right now to help fund his legal fees. He's not going to make a bunch of money off this. YouTube like stopped his monetization. He does most of his stuff through what's that? Patreon.
Oh man, he should get on Rumble. He should get on Rumble.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So Chicken, it looks like there's 7 videos about this. Does that sound right?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of smaller ones.
Hundreds by now.
Well, no, but just by Reckless Ben. Looks like there was one main
from Reckless Ben.
It's everywhere.
But yeah, as soon as he got the gag order earlier this week, like there hasn't been a whole lot of because he's like the company I can't speak of. Like
he should just be putting that on a ghost account then.
Well, it was funny. He did make the funny satire shit he did in this whole thing was he made a LLC. So he took Bricks and Minifigs logo. Yeah. And made it the byline or the like motto of his company. So the company motto is Bricks and Minifigs, but his actual company name is We Steal from Old People. And so he made this whole logo that looks just like theirs. It says Bricks and Minifigs and it says We Steal from Old People.
Well done.
And then he made a website, WeStealFromOldPeople.com. And it's like he started dropping banners on their store, like over the top of the building.
It's even worse. It's even worse than that. They stole from old sick people. Like the dude did it because his father was sick. And you're stealing from people at like their lowest point. That's so wrong. It's so wrong. They deserve they deserve everything they get.
Yeah. I don't know. If you haven't watched it yet, like I feel bad giving away all the story. Like you have to watch this because it is like it gets more epic as time goes on, and then you get invested in it. It's like a shit. You know how you sit and you watch a shitty Netflix series that starts off kind of like I don't know if I'm gonna like this, and then 10 minutes in you're like, what the fuck? That's what it turned into for me, and I was like, I have to watch. I can't wait for the next one.
Now, what's going to be great is any one of us could be this guy's attorney and win this case because all you have to do to the jury is basically intimate this guy had his toys taken away. Do you, when you were a kid, remember when you had your toys taken away? Do you want to set that injustice right? Give my client his toys back. That's it. You don't have to say any other words. Just sit there and just let the defense prattle at that point. You've already won.
We'll get into being a lawyer pretty soon. We'll talk about jury selection, I'm sure, at some point tonight.
What? Chicken, are you talking about any other topical things?
I might be foreshadowing.
Ooh, foreshadowing. We've got a double Tony G screen here.
Sorry, I'm I fucked it up.
Echo.
Why?
I thought Phil was going to make this.
That was Lubu Van Dreamer. Oh, no, Chicken, my mere presence has made this show amazing and wonderful and just effervescent, really. I mean, there's just no show better. My presence has now made this the most important podcast ever.
Your
Agreed,
presence would be
agreed,
better if it
Boner
was
City.
in 2000. Yeah.
What was that, Brendan?
I said agreed. Boner City, buddy.
Oh, come on! Like nothing so satisfying to the flesh, but satisfying to the mind, to the soul.
Oh, he
all
made
right,
it
like
sound
it
so
goes
much
to a
worse.
next level. Okay, you can't just put this beauty and put this brilliance into mere worldly terms, Brendan. Okay, it is transcendent.
I'm sorry for simplifying so much, Phil. I simplified it, but
You should be.
I feel like
Jesus.
correct.
Somehow it was less dirty when Brendan said Boner City than it was when Phil said pleasures of the flesh.
Yeah, I feel like he did make me feel a little dirty after he said that. Yeah.
I wish I had 1
Yeah,
ounce of the
very much
commitment that Phil has to his bit.
Oh man. They could bottle that shit.
That's where you think it's a bit. That's where you keep getting it wrong. I remember one time when Yank actually came over to the house, Yanked Up Podcast. He came over, he's like, and then afterwards, like, no, everybody, this is just how Phil is. This is just what he does. Okay. So yeah, sorry.
Fortunately,
what you see is what you get.
Unfortunately, this doesn't turn off.
No, there is no there is no way to put Beetlejuice back in. You can't say it 3 times.
It was really fun playing with Chucky all day, but like now he won't go to bed and he's trying to kill you.
I traveled halfway across the country to find out Phil is who Phil is.
Yeah, that's true. You did.
We told you. We fucking told you.
This is very true. Cheers to that.
Hell yeah. It was a great time.
It's not the only reason you came.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I mean,
no,
Well,
that was it.
He came several times, but
wait, I don't remember.
said.
Wait, what is that? Why my shorts were? Wait,
Let's not talk about your shorts. They didn't even make the trip home.
Okay, Bandit.
Brendan almost didn't make the
just got
trip
its own
home.
way. That is true.
Brendan was a hurting unit.
I was a hurting unit.
Yeah. There's a few times on the
Now,
drive
was it
back
the
to Des
whiskey
Moines
you
that I
drank?
thought Brendan was like looking at me like, "Are you gonna pull over sometime to go to the bathroom?" I'm like, "Are you okay?"
Why don't we go over here? There's a gas.
Here's a sketchy
Now, is
bathroom.
that because the whiskey you drank or the runza we made you eat?
Maybe
Yes.
both.
Yes.
Say both.
Just
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. Maybe it was
Yeah.
the
We made him eat a runza, which is basically
Crack.
the actual what?
Yeah, 3 days of debauchery. I think that
Yeah, it would be.
it was the culmination of that.
That's putting it nicely.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
So,
there's
yeah,
nothing
that's
better than party. Is alcohol, tobacco, and firearms. Although I don't think I imbibed in the tobacco. Oh, maybe I did. I don't remember. But
we did all 3 letters. of the
ATF should be a convenience store, not a government agency.
I agree.
Yeah, that should just be a convenience store where you
Where-
can pick up your alcohol, your tobacco, and your firearms.
This is where we agree, Phil. 100%.
First time in months. Shit.
Yes. See, I do have some libertarians. I do have some libertarian sympathies here and there, even though I do have many.
No, let's not go that far.
criticisms.
Let's
But,
not go that
yes,
far.
I still have
Slow
some
down.
sympathy.
Slow your roll. No.
What? What? Oh, Brendan, come on. You can trust me. Come on.
Oh, no. Now I don't at
Gave
all.
him the runza. Yep.
yeah,
The runs.
the run, all right.
Solid.
The
Solid. Actually, this is
So-
So, in
hang on,
essence,
hang on.
guys,
I
what we
got a
have here
good
is the
question. Hang on.
toy heist.
Nope. We got to stop. Sorry.
Okay,
Brendan, I
let's
know,
hear
has
it.
had a runza. Chris, have you had a runza?
Nope. Never even heard
Ah,
of it.
fuck. All right. Well, this.
Okay, so everyone, we need to donate to Buy Me a Coffee so they can get
Do we just end the stream?
Toph. They can get Toph out to Nebraska to have a runza.
Pretty
That's what
much.
we do,
Well,
yeah.
my
Yep.
sister and her family
Yep.
are in Omaha right now.
Oh, okay. No, this is perfect. They can go to any runza location, most of them, and ask for frozen runzas because they keep them in the back for people who only come through and want them to take home. They can get you some frozen runzas. I prefer the cheese. And before you say anything, I hate cabbage. I think it's one of the worst things in the world. I still like a good cheese runza.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
I'm lactose intolerant, Tony. I will not tolerate it.
You don't have to eat the
you can just
cheese.
get the regular one.
Yeah.
All right.
The original has no cheese.
I don't even.
Have you ever considered that maybe? Have you ever considered that maybe lactose just doesn't tolerate you?
Perhaps.
So
I'm fine either way. It's all the same to me.
right. I mean,
It's a love
sorry.
hate.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you think that you're intolerant to lactose? Maybe. Maybe it's more of a two-way thing. Maybe it's not me, it's you type thing for when it comes to lactose.
Absolutely.
Just something to think about.
It was definitely consensual though in Vegas when Chris had half a cheesecake with Leslie Manbeard. So just
well,
oh, that's so romantic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I
It
got
was.
that voicemail.
yeah.
if you want to hear the real story of my travails as I made it to Vegas, you can listen to Dad's Worldwide because I think that got a lot of attention from the clips, I guess. My Vegas story.
Leslie Manbeard.
It was a
you guys
very
fans left
gruesome
and right.
story. I
gruesome.
enjoyed it. I
It was
enjoyed it the first time, and I actually enjoyed it more the second time when I listened to the episode. I really did.
I mean, listen, I need to apologize again because I was way too graphic in the telling of that.
No, actually, I was thinking at the time maybe you went too graphic, but on the listen back, I'm like, no, he could have gone harder. He could have gone harder.
Okay. All right. Well, the next time I have such an event, I'll press on.
Thank you.
I'll lean in a little bit more.
I hope so.
Ew.
That was part of a series of just
Mis-
misfortunes. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
had a bee sting while I was driving. I'm like, it just I
My
had a little
dog
series
stepped on a
of
bee.
events. What's that?
My dog stepped
The
on a
dog
bee.
stepped on a bee.
No, I was
Amber
in the
Heard's
car with all my
nonsense.
children, and I got stung in the neck with a bee.
That's right. You did. Chris actually had the real life version of the Tommy Boy excuse. Oh my God,
Yes.
there's bees in the car. There's bees in the car. Oh God, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I had to violently pull my car over with my kids and jump out and remove my shirt to find the bee, and then my son removed the stinger out of my neck. It's quite a
See,
thing.
Killer bees. Stay
for me, it's the
away.
other way. It's the other way for me. I have to violently pull the car over, get out, and rip my shirt off, and then use the bees as an excuse for why I did that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, that definitely
basically
happened.
the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, tomato, tomato.
But you guys ready for
potato. Let's
jumping
go the whole
into
thing.
next
Oh.
next topic?
Yeah, but hang on, we got to address this. Bandit Googled Leslie Manville. I hope you all was a nice hello. I don't think we're talking about the same person because I don't know who Leslie Manville is. We're talking about the scrumptious, illustrious, and sweetheart Leslie Manbeard.
Beard. Yeah,
Who we've seen glimpses of, but cannot confirm or deny
correct. That's correct.
that is they or them.
Do,
So-
do
Like
we want to
Bigfoot.
hear?
Let's hear the latest, Brendan. Before we move on, let's hear the latest.
This.
This is Leslie Manbeard calling in again. Right, the
Gosh,
wrong
who is that?
episode. My pronouns this week are sea lion, unicorn, manatee, narwhal, and Sasquatch.
Of course.
Chris. So sweaty. I am so
sweaty.
hungry for cheesecake, love.
Oh no.
It's time to stop dancing around this. Brendan's a fascist.
It never
Oh, no.
not makes me laugh.
So sweaty.
So that's why Chris got up and walked away. He knew Leslie Manbeard was coming on, and he just could not contain the flood of emotion he was about
Well,
to feel.
Also, even the mention of cheesecake just gets him a little.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's the combination of Leslie and the cheesecake together.
Well, it makes him think back to his romantic encounter with Leslie Manbeard, of course.
That's what I'm saying. They went to the top of they went to the top of Mandalay Bay here a couple of weeks ago. They split a cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. It was
so
magic. They took it. They watched the sphere turn into many, many things until dawn. It was a magical moment.
Oh, it's
Good.
magic.
Okay, wait. Let's hear it right from the horse's mouth. Chris, can you tell us a little bit more about your highly romantic date with Leslie Manbeard?
No, I would never kiss and tell.
He is a gentleman.
Yeah, it's the secret banana society. You don't kiss and tell.
Yeah, I would also never cheesecake and tell. That's also adjacent.
That might be more important. Actually.
Okay.
The older I get,
we're gonna have to get the internet paparazzi.
Yeah.
Plus, the other thing about it is that the details of that incident is a Dad's Worldwide exclusive. So if I'm going to tell it anywhere, it's going to be on Dad's Worldwide.
There you go. That's a good point.
Fuck
there,
you too, Chris.
No. That's a good hook. That's
so
a
if
great
you want to
hook
see
right
that,
there.
you have to go to Dad's Intercontinental Ballistic Missiles Worldwide.
Don't go there. No,
and
yeah,
that's
not a
where you'll
thing.
see it.
No.
I'm sorry to disappoint the viewers of the stream tonight, the live stream, but
Yeah. No,
you're gonna have to go to Dad's
Phil's
Worldwide.
confused with the ballistic missiles. He's like, he's still in.
Well,
like,
no, it's
you know,
actually
Desert
I just got a new one. It's Dad's getting a nuke soon. Worldwide.
Nuke me, daddy.
Yeah.
Nuke me, daddy.
No nukes for you. No nukes.
You got the Leo started to investigate Leslie Manbeard. I don't know. No one can investigate Leslie Manbeard.
Only one man can investigate Leslie, and he's
Norwal,
on the bottom left.
Norwal is a mystery.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sasquatch. We will
There
never.
are
I
somebody.
think Leslie
somebody will
Manbeard's
get
getting too much attention. I think we need to shift our attention to Chance.
Ricky, it's a Sam Squanch.
Sam Squanch.
Let's see.
We have not heard from Chance Joy in a couple of
Hold on.
weeks.
Yeah.
Chance Joy.
I might have a Chance Joy one. Give me a minute here.
I would love to hear a Chance Joy.
Let's see if I have one.
Okay. One of Leslie Manbeard's biggest fans.
I think.
Yeah.
See,
true.
I've known Chance Joy for quite some time, and I think Chance Joy's evolved. Because it's not the last time I heard Chance Joy on Dad's Worldwide, it wasn't the Chance Joy I quite remembered.
So you're saying
Chance
got all of their boosters?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
That's how you evolve.
That's how you.
Come on, that was Jesus Christ. Has it been that long since with the
Like-
COVID Chronicles? That was a fucking booster shot joke, and it didn't land at all. Like, goddamn.
It's because you're wearing the wrong hat.
Okay.
Timmy.
Fuck.
It's like, okay, I get it. Like, you need to have like a superhero reference. So it's like,
America.
it's like if you fall into a vat of like some.
When it comes,
You fall into a vat of some like crazy nuclear substance, and then you turn into a superhero, or you get the COVID shot.
Right. And then
Let's
20
go and
minutes later,
recognize that Captain Patriot's entered the stream.
Captain
I know
Patriot's
it's
here.
early.
And 15 minutes early, and
I am
Phil
a
was-
real American. Fight
five
for the
minutes-
rights of every man.
Oh my
in
God.
5 minutes, Phil will realize I changed hats when his
Are you-
pixels finally.
Are you
catch
kidding?
up.
That's why I'm singing Real American.
No, I
Fight
yeah,
for what's
I know.
right.
I know.
Fight for your life.
Oh, fuck. Chicken, can I ask you
Yes,
something before we
real
move on to
American.
the next story? Is
I don't
this
have
one
a
of
I've
the
been
plan.
trying to move on to a fucking
I know.
story for 20 minutes.
I know. I
I
have
got
one
Chance
question.
Joy. I got Chance Joy ready whenever.
Good
you
luck.
want.
Okay. Hit me with the Chance Joy, and then
Hey,
I
Brendan,
have one question.
You
for
can't play that
Chicken.
until you say we're out of time for banter. That's the only
I'm
way.
sorry, folks.
Yeah.
We're just out of time for banter, but we do have a voicemail.
That's all this has been is banter.
I know, and now we're out
That's
of
the
time.
joke.
Yeah, we're out of
Brendan
time.
has to announce we're out of time, even if it takes an hour and a half. He has to say
Which
that.
it
before
always
he plays.
does.
Yeah, he has to play that.
Always.
Well, hello, dads worldwide. If that's your real name. This is Chance Joy, spreader of peace, love, and equity. I have very important questions. So, Mr. Brendan Roy, Dads Worldwide himself, where were you on the day Ilhan Omar was attacked? Do you have any alibi for your whereabouts? I have lots of questions. I'm just asking questions here. And you, Tony G, with your mansplaining and your hat and your glasses and your shirt, disgust me. And last but certainly not least, Chris, we can all sense the deep sexual tension between you and Leslie Manbeard. It's okay. It's okay. You can admit your unrequited love.
It's true.
I'm not going to judge you.
Okay.
It's fine.
Spreader of peace, love, and equity.
I will.
That was hot.
Great.
And as
so
I
hot.
said when we originally played this on the show,
Don't worry.
yes.
I was going to say, Chris, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Okay. Yes. No, but no, just don't feel bad, Chris. I mean, like, hey, it's all right. You know, Leslie Manbeard and Chance Joy, they're not going to judge you. I will judge you harshly, but don't
Yes, you will.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Chicken, is this a perfect time for my question for you? Is this what it was like before I got fiber?
No,
Yeah.
this is fucking way worse.
Dude, Tony would stall out on every.
Oh, you love
Every
my
week.
7-second delay answers.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep. That was.
Oh my god.
I would call it the good old days, but I'm not sure.
Tony,
It would have been good
Next
if I
time?
was in
Next
real
time?
time.
next time, Tony, I don't give a shit. You have Phil go upstairs in your fucking house and use your fucking internet and use your fucking equipment.
I thought he was going to the mill. The mill's like 4 miles
Chicken,
away.
you love
It's,
me.
it's got fiber, I think.
Yeah,
Right now
whenever you
he's
stream
in-
from the mill, it's fine.
You love
I don't
me,
know
chicken.
where you're at. You're like in the Unabomber's fucking undiscovered second location.
This manifesto behind him.
Yes, I
Oh
am
my
coming to you
God.
from an undisclosed location.
In a bunker.
All right.
Or
All right, we're moving on to a fucking story.
Let's move
We need a
on. Let's
topic.
get controversial. Let's
Jesus.
get hot. Let's get
Let's do it.
dirty. I'm ready.
I have
What the
just
fuck.
I have just the thing.
Wait, hang
Oh.
on. That was the biggest fucking just fizzle out I've ever seen in the world. Because when you shared the screen, it was the smallest, itty bittiest little fucking thing.
Yeah,
in the
I
sky.
noticed that.
That was so awesome.
I
You're like,
noticed that.
boom, here's the topic, and nobody can see
Move it
it.
on. Never mind.
So-
Carmelo
fucking
Anthony
love
sentenced
this
to
show.
35 years for murder in Texas track meet stabbing. If you've lived under a rock for the last year, Anthony was found guilty of murder in a fatal stabbing at Austin Metcalf. The teen was found guilty of murder. God, why do they repeat these fucking articles? Carmelo Anthony, 19, was indicted on first-degree murder in the fatal stabbing of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf at a track meet in Frisco, Texas in April 2025. Prosecutors called the stabbing senseless and a plain and simple murder, while the defense argued Anthony acted in self-defense. Following the announcement of jury sentencing decisions, Metcalf's parents and his twin brother delivered emotional victim impact statements addressing Anthony directly. And quote, "We will never know what our future could have been," Megan Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's mother, said, according to WFAA. "For journalists, activists, this is a story. For our family, this is reality." Jeff Metcalf, Austin's father, said his son's death destroyed the person he used to be. "People think grief is sadness. It is not. It is rage, pure, unfiltered rage," he said, as he slammed his fist on the table. The jury began deliberating midday Tuesday before reaching the guilty verdict within 3 hours. According to the court spokesperson, jurors also could have considered manslaughter, which carries the sentence up to 20 years. The same jury reached a decision on the sentence after several more hours of deliberation on Tuesday. After being remanded to the custody sheriff's office, Anthony could be seen crying when he returned to the court for the punishment phase, according to ABC Alice affiliate, which was in the courtroom for the trial. But his parents weren't. What do you guys know about this case, about the trial, about the outcome? Like, it's all over the news right now. I know there's all kinds of buzz about this. So, like, without like making this whole race thing, like, what weird shit? Like, to me, I was super shocked that
Kind of late for that.
It became as dumb and you want to talk about retard maxing? There's a lot of retard maxing on this. Like, I don't get why this is still generating. Other than the race hustling grifters, like, I don't know why this is still a story. This was a open and shut case for me.
Before we get into this, will you just scroll back up briefly?
Yeah, one sec.
There's a picture there that says what chicken does to dogs. I just want you to comment on that specifically.
Yeah, actually, no, this is a great. That's why I was reading Bandit's comment, and I'm like, what?
You have to scroll up so it has the words below the picture. It literally says what
more
chicken does to dogs, and I want you to speak to that.
AI clip this. Oh my god, this is perfect. Why
I
did
definitely
this
want to get
happen?
into this.
Hold on, let me call my dogs over. Here comes one of them. I'll show you what I do to dogs.
Whoa.
You know what? I
He just
really
ran
want
by.
to see that. I don't really.
Will somebody please screenshot this and use this to our benefit?
No, this is amazing. This is
right.
This is such horrible timing.
This was unexpected.
To dogs, we knew. Yeah, that was
screenshotted.
That's unfortunate
wow.
for you, chicken.
Okay, so that was not how I thought we were going to intro the topic. Chicken did a great job, and then
you guys had to totally derail it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, let's get back to
AI.
Stop. God damn it.
No, you did an amazing job introing it, but unfortunately, this unbelievable picture popped up in the middle of the story. It's not our fault.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can continue. We can continue.
Actually,
Phil.
So I don't know.
Phil, I want your fucking location. I want your camera. I'm just gonna sit there and randomly blab shit in the middle of everybody else talking.
So this is a local story for me, by the way.
Okay, all right.
Oh God, Phil just heard it.
So I'm sure it's been all over the TV for you. Yeah, I just heard. What? Chicken wants me to start talking? Okay.
Hold on. I have to click it now.
So
scroll it down again. I want to see the next paragraph, actually. Okay, there we go. Now continue.
Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, I thought this was open and shut, and like they talk about how this kid comes into his sentencing crying. His family didn't show up to the witness impact statements and sentencing,
right?
Like how do you not? Like, I get it.
I know why.
It's going to be tough.
I know why.
Because it's racism.
No, that's not why. It's because I think they were too busy trying to lay the footprint of their new mansion and drive their new sports car.
What?
And I wish I was joking, but am I wrong? Did his fucking parents not get like a house and a fucking car with the money they were supposed to?
People have been threatening them. Okay, they have to live in a mansion while they're being threatened.
No, you don't. No, that just makes you a shitty fucking person.
What if Manbeard was threatening you? You would want to live in a mansion.
He was stuck with a public defender while they're riding around in a Ferrari.
Yeah, he got Chance Joy as a fucking legal advisor.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. No, here's the thing.
Equity!
Okay. Equity.
Public pretender.
This is a great paragraph right here. Anthony.
That was just all he shouted at the jury for a week.
Yeah, equity. Check your privilege. Anthony's mother was the only person to take the stand during the punishment phase, asking the jurors to show him mercy as he is sorry for what he did. Okay. This is not unsurprising. Like this is the thing that people like, oh, they're trying to shit on this part. I think this is perfectly encapsulates everything you would expect out of like you said, Chicken, take the race out of it. An unfortunate situation where two adolescents, it got heated and escalated very, very quickly, very badly, as bad as it can. This is the response you would expect out of the mother of the one that did the thing that they shouldn't have done. This is not unexpected.
Yeah, what mother
want? Exactly. Like you totally expect this kind of reaction.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The parents are, even if the child did the thing that was the horrible thing, the parents are still loving unconditionally. That is expected. However, what I was alluding to, meanwhile, they're using the money that was funded to them to pay for his legal defense and the bond and et cetera, et cetera. I believe, I could be wrong, I don't know the full details, but the money they were gifted because of this situation was spent not on defending or helping their son that they are now pleading with for the jury to go lenient on, but they spent it on themselves.
Well, and you're also missing that that they hired a spokesperson that basically is a wannabe Jesse Jackson.
I'm sorry, a fucking what?
A race hustler.
They hired a spokesperson that basically just a race hustler grifter that's kind of a wannabe Jesse Jackson. And now they're saying now there's some infighting between those guys saying that he didn't, that the case might have turned out, the sentencing turned out much worse because of their spokesperson.
Well, golly gee, who would have thought if you make it a fucking spectacle and get a professional wrestling manager to be your legal advisor, it'd go wrong.
And he's not actually a professional anything, but he is a convicted felon and was charged with infant abuse.
Oh my God!
How dare you? Hold on. How dare you? How dare you? He's a black man. You can't accuse him of things that he did in his past, thinking he might still be, some kind of what are you gonna call it? Huh? Like a thug? Like,
whoa!
That's what he tried to do.
As someone who identifies as a black man for the last week, you didn't know.
All right, Brandon. How does this make you feel?
Oh, I don't agree with the infant abuser. As a black man, I can't even finish this.
This doesn't even sound real.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I mean, Chicken, unfortunately, because of the way that this story's been portrayed and the emotions that have been whipped up because of it, you say, let's try to separate race from it, which is such a millennial thing to say. I'm sorry, like, people are going to listen back to the way we talk like 50 years from now and be like, boy, howdy, those millennials were really touchy and bashful about race. But no, it's almost, I don't see how you really can separate out due to the coverage. It has now become a racial lightning rod, and I don't like it. I wish it had not been, but I'm sorry, but I have 2 eyes to see and 2 ears to hear, and I'm seeing people choose the tribe over the truth hard. Whatever their personal political tribe is, whatever their personal grief, whatever tribe that they identify with, they are picking that over the truth. And
if
that's the way that our society starts descending, we can't really exist like that.
The father of the victim actually showed up to like a little like vigil get together or whatever the fuck it was for Carmelo, the father of Austin Metcalf. He showed up to like try to like bridge the gap and try to
that takes some fucking balls.
And when he showed up, that guy that they hired as a spokesperson
fucking like had security remove him and started calling him a racist and shit. And like, he was just trying to be there to be like, hey, like your son's life is fucking ruined because of this too. Like he felt bad. So he showed up to try to like, hey, I'm the dad of the victim. You're the dad of the accused.
Jesus.
Like I'm here to I want to be a good person about this. And they treated him like shit. And so after that, he went scorched earth. He was like, fuck.
Good on that dad, man.
And
I don't think I could do that.
That is.
I don't
holy
think
shit.
That's tough.
Good on him. I don't think I could do that. I think
that's.
I would have gone scorched earth. Period.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like with Erica Kirk. You'll notice that it's part of the Christian ethic that no matter how hard they beat you down, you still in the end forgive them. Now, keep in mind, forgiveness is not the same as redemption. Okay, like there's people who have wronged me in my life, and I've forgiven them, but it doesn't mean that I have full trust. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be like, well, okay, I've forgiven you, but I want you to also babysit my baby. No, that's a different thing. Forgiveness is one way. Redemption is two way. That requires.
So the summary of this case basically is.
So, please take it, Chris.
The summary of this case is basically they're just at a garden variety high school track meet. Each of the team, there's multiple schools there. Each of the teams has a tent set up where they sit together in the bleachers. This kid Carmelo Anthony goes into a tent that's not his school.
Okay, that's important. Yeah,
that's where the Metcalf twins and the rest of their track
have somebody from the San Antonio Spurs go sit on the New York Knicks sideline on the next game.
Right.
See how that works.
Yeah.
And so Austin Metcalf confronts him and says, "Hey man, get out of our tent." And he reaches in one hand into his gym bag. Carmelo Anthony does, and says, "Why don't you come and make me and find out what happens?" And so Austin Metcalf goes over, and they said pushed him, but I've heard someone else qualify and say he pushed him so lightly that the person standing right next to Carmelo Anthony, it didn't even bump into him. So he definitely put hands on him. But so basically you've got, and listen, we'll all acknowledge you've got a bunch of, testosterone filled high school kids, right?
Exactly.
Fair enough. But, and this happens millions of times across the country, probably every day, where a couple of high school kids get into a tussle, right? This is oldest time.
How many times I could have got stabbed for shit like this?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is like even if he had pushed him even harder, where he did hit that other person, if
he punched him
again, does that equal I should get stabbed and die?
Correct. So what I'm getting at is yes, he put hands on him. So after that, whatever the shove, whatever degree you want to characterize that as, Carmelo Anthony responds by taking the knife out of his bag and stabbing Austin Metcalf.
Hang on now, Chris. You are missing something vital. And this was pointed out to me mere an hour or two ago on Facebook.
Oh, that's definitely true. Definitely true.
True law of
100%.
the land. This is so important. Hang on, look at Phil's avatar.
Oh, perfect.
Fuck? I wasn't ready for that. Sorry.
I was just trying to make the audio a little more clear.
That's great. But okay, so here's the thing. It wasn't a knife, Chris. You're totally not understanding this. He was not stabbed with a knife.
Oh, golly.
He was stabbed with a multi-tool that you can buy at Walmart for $13 that just happens to have a knife as one of the multiple tools on set.
It happens to have a 4-inch blade.
Exactly. Now, I would just like to point out, I find it highly ironic that for the first time in ever, the left is very, very, very eager to explain multiple uses of weaponry when for, I don't know, always they've said, well, guns are just for murdering people and that's it. But now a multi-tool that's main function is a giant fucking knife that got used to stab a dude and murder
my
him.
Favorite, Tony.
Now we're talking about multi-use. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite, Tony, was, I think it was on the Breakfast Club like one of the, I think it was the dad, was on there talking to somebody, and he was like, it was a knife, and it was the first time he ever used it. I was like, why is that your fucking go-to excuse? Like, well, it's the first time. He didn't know how a knife worked. It was his first time ever using it. He just plunged it into his heart and was like, it's his first time. Give him a break.
Yeah.
Hey, but let's go. Like it's a multi-tool, right? Like the knife is just not readily available.
I don't think it was a multi-tool. Have you ever had a Swiss Army knife with a 4-inch fucking blade?
No.
That's what I was gonna say.
But I've had Leathermans and Gerbers that have the multi-tools, and that blade, right, like is tucked inside. Like so
yeah.
If
you've actually got to work at it to get that out.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you pull it out and stab someone, like you're ready with a blade. That's not just like, oh, hold on 1 second. Let me open that. Let me open the blade. Yeah. Okay. We'll close that. And then we're going to get, oh, sorry. Yeah. That's the corkscrew. My bad. And
Which that's a good point.
We're not going to twist that. Yeah. That blade was ready. If that's a multi-tool, that blade was ready.
So yeah. Did he have
hey, hold on. I got a picture of it.
You have a picture
of it? I got a picture of the knife. Yeah, hold on.
I haven't actually seen a picture of the knife. While you're looking that up, though, what I was
it's technically not a multi-tool. When they say that, so this one, it looks like it has a blade sharpener on the back and a flashlight on it, but it's basically a 4-inch fucking just flip-up knife, like any other
with a flashlight.
So
so that's why they called it a multi-tool.
So my phone multi-tool because I can look at porn with it, but also use it as a flashlight.
Yeah, here it is.
Where can I buy that? Tony, where can I buy
exactly
that?
Right.
I'm sorry. Who's
So yeah, there you go.
There it is. That's the one I saw.
I still haven't seen it yet. Oh, there it is. No, that's a knife. That's just
the account that they're giving is that he reached in and pulled it out and stabbed him all in one motion. So he still didn't open it. It had to have been open.
Oh, he smacked him with it.
That's not a. That's
okay. Hang on. Here we go. Yeah. Knife, bottle opener. Okay, go figure. Flashlight. That's unique. Fire starter. That's interesting. Cord cutter.
Think this helps us.
Glass breaker. Okay, so the glass breaker. The bottle.
I'm thinking of all the negative stereotypes I can use on this knife.
Right. No. God. Jesus.
I don't think this is a good defense, guys.
That's. Oh wow, yeah, you're not wrong. But here's the thing:
I want to open a bottle. I want to stab somebody. I need a flashlight in the dark, and I want to start a fire.
3 out of 6 of those usages are actually pretty multi-tool Swiss Army knife adjacent. The others, I'm like, oh my god, they're really going like crazy with the multi-tool cord cutter, fire starter, flashlight. Interesting. I would like to have this knife, and it's funny that Phil dropped off the stream right when we're talking about a perfect new knife review that's topical for the KOE Nation. Yeah. And talking shit. Hello.
Hellas.
Howdy.
And I totally did not mean to just do the Elon Musk there. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Horrible timing on my
got
part.
you into that.
You mean the world's first trillionaire as of today?
As of today.
Is
he could afford a lot. Yes, he's a trillionaire.
Yeah,
he could afford a 601 multi-tool. So that's thinking.
Well, let's be serious. The flashlight just helps.
As long as it's the first time he ever used it, everything's okay.
No, wait. It has a flashlight. That makes it an assault multi-tool.
Yeah.
It's got too many accessories. We need to get the ATF on this to ban some of this.
But that I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's so accurate though that this is
it's got a fire starter. Like I assume that's flint. I don't think so. It's a flint on knives.
It's a flamethrower. It has a tactical flashlight. It has a sword. This meets all the requirements to be an assault knife.
This is a weapon of war.
It's a weapon of war. And this is the same argument that we've been hearing for fucking years about the AR-15 that does less damage than
in the UK. This probably is a weapon of war.
I was just gonna say that the UK and Ireland at this point. I mean, if you're walking around defenseless, period, and people are getting killed with knives,
No, you're a straight up fucking menace if you've got the 6-in-1 Walmart multi-tool in.
Yeah, that's
in
weird, Brendan, that
Ireland.
when you take away their guns, that everybody goes to knives.
Yeah, weird.
Same thing.
It's
in
almost like
I didn't-
people's
China.
instinct says to
What-
defend themselves.
You remember in China, like 3 or 4 years ago, that some dude walked into like a preschool with a machete. Weird that you're
Good one,
laughing.
Bandit.
Oh, his comment. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Nice.
The multi-tool were a router. Fuck.
We can add that one. We have the technology.
And it's a
AI
6-in-1,
clip all
a
of that.
7-in-1.
Because that was beautiful. Everything that just happened.
The seventh tool is a Starlink.
Yeah, the Elon Musk version of this is going to be
Yeah, it's a
fucking
Starlink.
lit, y'all.
So
Like,
it's-
it's
and
going to
it's-
be $50 a month to own it.
it's
but-
got backup cameras on it. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got an extra camera on
Yeah.
the tip of the knife, so you can
Yeah.
see just where you're shanking a dude.
exactly where you're stabbing.
Phil made a good point earlier. Like, if this is where society is like,
How?
going
How did
to-
he make a good point from 1995?
Let me. Yeah, I know, right? 1992, actually.
The 90s were a better time, Tony.
They
Amen,
were,
brother.
They were. Like, if our society is going to devolve into this fucking retarded nonsense that we're dealing with today, like it really scares me that this is still a thing. But at the same time, like when you talk to normal people, most of them are like, they're like, oh yeah, that kid killed that other kid. He needs to go to jail.
Pretty
And they
quick.
don't care about it. And it's like very rare unless you're in certain neighborhoods or around certain like groups of people, like political activist type groups. I'm not saying race, groups of political activists that want to stir drama and cause problems. You're not gonna hear about this. Nobody fucking cares about this. So I still have hope. And the news is always going to pick up on this, and maybe that's where we move on to the next ones, because I think it's rather convenient. As soon as this verdict comes out, we see the stabbing in Ireland, and we're making a big deal about the white kid that got killed by the
Zeke.
the Zeke guy, and what was that in the UK?
Yeah.
Which was tragic. Both things were tragic. They were terrible. But this is the news trying to like rile people up, and they're like looking for all these little hate things to get you like hooked in, and it works. It does, because you watch him and you're like, that's fucking awful. Like, I can't believe the cop said that you didn't get stabbed, bro. Like, or no, I don't think you were, mate. Like whatever the fuck he said. But like, you have these tragic things that happen all the time, and there's 50,000 more of those tragic things that happen that you never fucking hear about. But these were conveniently timed ones that fell in line with this, and we need news article clicks, and we have to get podcasters and people like us to start talking about it. And yeah, I don't know, we're fools for probably even bringing it up and perpetuating this shit. But it's I don't know, the world's a dirty fucking scary place, and I think you have to talk about it, but you have to like also throw it to the side and be like, most of this doesn't matter to the normie everyday person.
Well,
they don't give a shit.
So chicken. Well, first of all, I consider myself a normie. I'm probably the only normie on this stream. I'm not nearly as.
No, Tony's fucking total normie.
No, there's another.
I'm not as informed as you guys. But what I was going to say, chicken, is that all of the things that you just explained are probably true. Those are all that behind the scenes stuff is probably true. However, these events still happened.
Yeah, they did. You're right.
Right. And they're still outrageous. I mean, the two deals overseas is completely outrageous. To your point, Tony, the story we just talked about, it was an open and shut case. Basically, one kid, pushed another kid, and he disproportionately responded and stabbed him and killed him. He admitted it on the scene that day.
First time he used that knife. It's okay.
Yeah, but he admitted he admitted it because he said on the scene that he did it. He admitted it. So
he told the
weren't
cop
arguing-
that.
Yeah, in the trial, they weren't arguing guilt or innocence. Their only chance was to stir it up, outside the courtroom, and try the best they could to come up with a self-defense argument. But they had a bad.
Did you hear
attorney.
the self-defense arguments, Chris?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
one of them was like, well, he like leaned into the knife.
Yeah,
That was like one of the possible outcomes. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, the jurors apparently like audibly gasped when the attorney tried to say, well, he basically impaled himself on Carmelo Anthony's knife. He basically jumped onto it. And it was like,
well,
wow. That's about as good as you're going to do when you get a public defender.
Yeah. Go ahead,
well,
Chris.
he wasn't. That's actually not an actual. He wasn't a public defender. He was a paid attorney. But
yeah, he was a terrible attorney, though.
He was a terrible attorney, but also they called almost no witnesses. The trial was held.
The ones they did call went against them.
Yes. So they couldn't find any. They couldn't find any defense witnesses, character witnesses, coaches, friends, other teammates. They couldn't find anybody. He didn't testify. Typically, in a self-defense case, the person would testify. You don't usually want to put your client on the stand, except in a self-defense case. No one actually testified on his behalf to support self-defense. They did this trial on a Saturday, on over the weekend,
which is crazy. Yeah,
really strange. I don't remember the last time I'd ever seen that.
What the hell?
The trial lasted like 2 days. It was really fast,
and it was an all white jury.
Right, which was actually not true. Like 6 of the jurors were non-white.
Yep.
Which is half.
And
right.
And
last I checked,
and the defense gets to choose too. Like it's not like it's a one-way street to pick the jury. Like
that's
right. And one of the black people that they did like remove, he said, "I don't think I could put another brother in jail."
Right.
Oh, for fuck.
So they removed him.
No, they removed more than one juror for saying similar comments to that. One guy literally said that, but there were others. Anyway, the point is it was a complete open and shut case. He had a bad defense. They had no defense strategy. They had no character witnesses. They had no one to testify for self-defense. It was almost a rush trial because they had nothing. They literally had no case to make, none whatsoever. It shouldn't even have gone to a trial.
Yep.
Quite honestly. So the point
I don't know.
that,
did he do better in a trial, getting 35 years for murder, or would he have gotten a better sentence if he did I kind of disagree with you. Like this whole mockery and show of all of this might have got him the 35 years because they felt bad for a 17-year-old kid that honestly, in my interpretation of everything I read, he probably overreacted, grabbed the knife. I don't think he meant to fucking kill him. He probably meant to stab him. And well, fuck. In the heat of the moment, I'm trying to like.
If you're too fucking retarded to know that if you stab someone, they might die,
fuck
you.
You're trying to be charitable.
I'm trying to be very charitable. I don't think a 17-year-old kid wants to kill somebody. Now, maybe he wants to look like a badass and say, "Oh, I went to jail for." Maybe he wants to say, "I went to jail for being a badass and stab somebody and have some street cred or fucking whatever kids fucking think about."
Hang on, time out.
I don't think he wanted to actually kill somebody and put himself in jail for the rest of his life. That is fucking silly. Now, that doesn't give him an excuse to do it. I'm just saying, I don't think he came in there saying, "I want to kill somebody today," but he might have came in there saying, "I'm gonna fuck somebody up." Those are two different things. They're both still horribly egregious.
To know the difference. If you're 17 years old and you don't realize that stabbing another human being will lead probably in the chest to their demise and their death, and that doing that will lead you to go to fucking jail, maybe you deserve to go to fucking jail and probably shouldn't.
Tony, how many 17-year-olds do we know that have done stupid shit that led to either death or
wrecked
injury?
Some golf carts. I didn't stab a dude in the chest.
Let me make 2 points if I can. I understand that the case you're making. I think you are being very charitable. So one, he brought a knife to a track meet.
Yep, dumb.
That's worse than bringing a knife to a gunfight.
And so I'll make 3 points actually. First of all, he brought a knife to a track meet, which is unusual even for a teenager.
I can even forgive bringing a knife to a sporting or school event, given the fact that when I grew up, we had a controversy with a kid having his shotgun.
Yeah,
that he
I
hunted
used
coyotes
to have
in his truck.
I used
in
to
the
put
parking lot.
shotguns in the back of
'Cause
my
of
truck all the
Columbine.
goddamn time. Yeah.
I know, but you
But that's a different era, and now we're talking in 2026 with a.
We used to
fucking
walk around with pocket knives at
multi-tool.
school all the time.
That's fine. But we didn't
Hang on,
stab
guys.
motherfuckers.
But he had it open.
hang on a second. Hang on. You guys aren't familiar with Frisco, Texas.
No,
the
we're
things,
not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
all the things that you guys just said that you have typically done. Frisco, Texas is a suburb of a big city. It's not out in the country where it's common to have knives or a hunting rifle or even a handgun. Like that's, I know it's Texas. A lot of people have guns, but this is a
What?
suburb right in the middle of the Dallas-Fort Worth metro.
Okay, no, hang on. You say suburb of the DFW area, which DFW, it's like you barely know when you're leaving one town and entering the next. When you say suburb,
as you like
when
to
you say suburb, Fresco,
Frisco, yeah.
you're using the word suburb, not ghetto.
Correct.
This dude stabbed a dude in the heart
Right.
in the suburb,
Yes.
and we're supposed to go, well, maybe he didn't know.
Well, but my point is also he's 17, not 13.
Right.
So that's he's darn near an adult. He's almost legal. In fact, by the time the trial was over, he was legally an adult by the time it actually happened.
Well,
So
there you go.
he's not a small kid. Like I could see a 12-year-old kid maybe
Right,
not understanding
right.
the consequences of that.
Well, I'm saying that the shenanigans that happened with the spokesperson and all the bullshit actually might have helped him in the trial to make people
I don't
feel
think it
bad
did.
about.
I don't think so.
Well,
It made a lot
dude,
of
if he did a plea deal, do you think he would have got 35 years, or do you think they would have fucking like just thrown the book at him?
I don't
No.
think the number matters.
Would have got less. I think.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
he would have got less.
Definitely
No.
less on a plea deal.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
because.
It was going to take a jury to put him away for 35 years.
Yeah,
chicken,
because
that guy made everybody very, very angry.
that's like a
Oh, I
man.
know.
That's the difference between a murder charge and a manslaughter charge. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I think. Yeah, I knowing what I know about the legal system. Granted, I didn't charge anyone with murder, but I charged a lot of people with other immigration type things. Like when you plea deal, it is definitely less. And honestly, AUSAs, attorneys, they just want to win. Period.
Right.
That's all they want to do. So if they can get you on a lesser charge or a charge and get you less time, that's fine with them. They don't care. They
Okay,
just
so-
want to win. So
hang up, Brendan.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that they added the possibility of manslaughter and the jury rejected it?
Yep.
Right.
Which
Yes.
I thought that was bullshit. That should not have been in there.
No, it should not have been.
Yeah,
but my
that was a
point is
blatant. That was a blatant gimme to the defense.
for sure.
Like
100%.
they were basically doing. So yeah, the idea that a plea deal would have gotten him more time. Like no.
That's my point.
The system
That's
was
my
doing all they could to
Yeah.
put him back out there as soon as possible.
I just feel like
and
the
so-
juries are so tainted nowadays with social media and the amount of information that's out there. We saw what happened with Derek Chauvin and other cases that where like there is no such thing as a fucking fair trial with these big.
No,
like,
there was manipulation
high-
during that trial too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and so when it
Still,
happens on a
take
Saturday,
jury
that's,
duty.
that's
Yeah.
the only
It's the
thing
only way
I
you can
can.
beat the system.
That's the only reason why I could see the Saturday thing going because they were like, get this fucking done before more speculation, more media, like just get it done as fast as fucking possible so we don't taint the jury any more than we already
I know,
have.
but what I'm saying is this would have been. Hey, listen. Unfortunately, murders happen all the time, right? Especially in a big
Yeah.
city. And this would have been just another murder trial that went through the courts until that guy showed up and stirred it all up and made everybody angry. So I don't think he did them any favors. That's my point.
Okay.
yeah, I agree completely. I mean but I also think that someone that shows up I mean he obviously didn't like that's a foldable knife. Like that wasn't
Correct.
just like
It was
he-
open. It had to have been open.
it had to be open, right? Like he reached into his bag, pulled it
Correct.
out, stab the guy.
Right.
He
was,
could have just flashed the flashlight.
But also another point that I want to make.
maybe it
Brendan,
didn't have the strobe feature. It didn't.
The other point that I want to make is that this didn't all happen like in a flurry. It wasn't like a gang fight where there's a bunch of people hustling. He provoked him. He provoked and said, "Put your hands on me," while he had his hand in his bag. It didn't happen quickly. Like what happened quickly is he whipped his hand out and stabbed him. But the actual events didn't unfold that quickly, right?
Yeah.
So like he's the one that provoked him. That's the other reason why his self-defense breaks down is that it was his provocation.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's no self-defense there. There's no self-defense for two reasons.
No,
one
because
is he provoked him, and
it's
two
the
is
same
disproportionate.
defense. It's the same defense that I've been hearing. God, what was it? Fucking what? A decade, 2 decades ago, where the guy with the camcorder goes and shoots his neighbor and claims self-defense because he said, "Oh, I'm standing my ground or whatever. You can't come near me, or I can."
Yep, that was a
legally
Florida
shoot
case.
you." Yeah, there you go. It was the most baseless bullshit because it was the most loosest definition of the law. And actually he's got a gun in one hand and a video camera in the other. And he thought that was going to be his get out of jail free card to murder somebody because he wanted to murder somebody. We're talking about, fuck it, let's just incorporate the race back in. We're talking about a black guy who thought I can just be a nuisance in somebody else's fucking area. And when I'm a nuisance and they call me out on it, I can stab this dude because I feel threatened and I can get away with it.
That's actually a great summary.
You fucking cannot. And here's the dirty little secret about the situation, folks. Had this been a role reversal situation, had this been an asshole white dude in a place or a tent that he shouldn't have been in at a high school track meet, and he'd been a burden, and a black kid walked up to him and gave him a slight little nudge like, "Hey, get out of our spot, please." And the fucking white dude turns around and stabs the black kid in the heart. Guess what? Fuck him. Jail for 35 or more years too.
That's, you know what, I'm gonna give you a lot of credit. That's a perfect summary of the entire story right there.
God damn it.
I feel attacked.
I clipped that.
I feel really attacked.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You should feel attacked.
That was a perfect summary. That's exactly what went down right there.
Fuck. We don't have to make this. We do not have to make these situations more fucking nonsensical and unfortunate than they already are. And that's unfortunately where we're at. And I've been saying this for how many years? Every time we bring one of these stupid things up, we've been doing this for 211 plus episodes now, folks. Guess what? Hasn't stopped, and it won't stop. Here's the dire reality of it. People are going to do stupid, knee-jerk, bullshit reactionary things that cause them to regret it and have horrible consequences for they themselves after the fact. And that's never going to change. And this is just another situation. And guess what? Had race been a factor, it really was not the ultimate factor on what happened in this, because the situation was the reason that the way this played out. Okay? You can reverse the roles. You can make them both black. You could make them both white. You can make them both girls. You can make them both trans. I don't really give a shit. The fact of the matter is somebody made themselves a nuisance on purpose. A minor made themselves a nuisance intentionally. And then in a very minor interaction, took a lethal usage of a multi-tool to quote unquote defend themselves.
So
now there's a dude dead, and the one that did it's in jail. So
and they did it in the name of
drop the race fucking card and look at the real position here, folks. Maybe talk to the people that should be talked to. Maybe talk to your kids about not being pieces of shit. Maybe when this shit happens, don't spend the money that was gifted to you on fucking mansions, cars, and dental hygiene or whatever the mom fucking nose job. Jesus Christ.
And spokespeople.
Fuck all of them. It pisses me off.
Well, let me add just one nuance.
That's your privilege talking. I'm just saying.
It is a lot of white privilege.
A lot of privilege.
A lot of it.
Let me add one nuance to what you were just explaining, which mostly agree with. So apparently there was some weather, maybe a little bit of rain or something, not heavy rain, but a little bit of rain. So
he
there's
slipped.
one person that said, maybe he ran into
He slipped.
maybe he ran into that tent, not because he was looking to stir something up, because he was just getting out of the rain.
Right.
I don't think there's no crime in going into the wrong tent. That wasn't the problem.
Right. Agreed.
Now was
It's mostly the murder that people were worried about.
Right.
I'll get to that. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that okay, so a kid goes into somebody else's tent, no big deal, and then if one of the kids that's in the tent wants to bow up and say, "Hey, get out of our tent," okay, that might be a slightly aggressive, but not a big deal. That's kind of high schooly to me.
Right.
The problem occurred with the disproportionate response.
Right.
Even if it ended up in a dust up where they're both shoving each other and they end up on the ground wrestling each other and start throwing punches.
Right.
Fine.
They're throwing bows. Fine.
Which happens.
Are these
all
even
the time.
rival schools, Chris?
Yeah.
Are these even rival schools?
Well, I mean, I don't know what schools were involved. I mean,
Well, that's
who
right.
knows?
But that's like if it was a
It
rival.
didn't
school
sound
thing,
like this was like a big rivalry school.
No,
Okay.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't
there you
that.
go.
It wasn't like Crosstown. No. It was just another school. But listen, if they would have gotten into a wrestling in a
You know who I blame is I blame Carmelo Anthony School because they didn't have their own tent to keep them out of the rain. Them motherfuckers. It's the
Had
school's
they
fault.
had a
Fucking
tent,
sue
you
the
would
school,
not
them
have
sons
had
of
to
bitches.
stab a
And you
guy.
know what? Sue the church because God made it rain. It's Jesus's fault.
No, like you said. No, there you
Wow,
go.
chicken!
There
I
you go.
didn't know you'd been listening to Ernie Chambers.
Jesus Christ. But no,
Oh, that
there
is.
you go. Like
For
you
those who
said, I
don't
gotta
know,
tell you-
Ernie Chambers is a. For those who don't know, Ernie Chambers is a Nebraska politician who tried to sue God because he's that kind of stupid. But no, like unfortunately, like
I'm listening. I,
can't
gotta
help-
go pee, but keep going.
Yeah,
I
but-
can't help but really observe how much 70 years of very stern education has kind of pounded out any notion of solidarity in white communities with anything other than the state. There's no other solidarity. But with you've noticed with this Carmelo Anthony incident lately is especially in the fallout, the black solidarity in some areas of the community, not all, like there's some really good, smart commentators in that community that see this for what it
Yeah.
is, but there's some that they're just giving in to the pure, like they don't care about right or wrong. They don't care about good or bad. They don't care about murder or justice. They just care, is this person part of my in-group? And
Right.
if that's what we're going to be looking at, like now, white
it's not
folks have
even
had
the
that pounded out of
tribalism.
their head by the education system for 70 years to have allegiance to anything other than the state. And there's a reason for that. It's part of the post-war dream. But now we're seeing that other groups didn't put their racial solidarity down. And now we're going to be entering a very, very scary moment here in American history of, are white folks going to pick their racial solidarity back up, or has the 70 years of operant conditioning finally won and they're just going to, in essence, basically take it forever? That's kind of where we are. So one group has never put their solidarity down. One group did, and that's where we're at. And unfortunately, like it or not, you're going to start to see. Why do you think white nationalism got a foothold in politics when it did a few years ago? Because some people are starting to realize some people are starting to think it's time to pick that solidarity back up. Now,
Why do you think?
to
Nick
me, I view all
Fuentes is
people as in the
popular
image of
right
God.
now?
So this is yep, exactly for exactly what I'm talking about. People are
Well,
starting to
Phil,
pick that solidarity back up again.
Phil, don't you
Yes,
think
sir.
related to this is how say in the UK and other European countries and even here in the United States, you're having big pushback on immigration?
Oh yeah. Like,
I
because
think
here
that's
in the United States,
Well, yeah, that and they're
let's be
getting
frank. When you look at what's going on in like Germany or the UK and France, you just think Europe is lost. Am I wrong? Like when you see
No,
like, it's lost.
The
kind of agree.
two
Yeah.
stories I brought up earlier, the
UK kid that got killed and the cop didn't do anything about it because of the Zeke guy. And then the Northern Ireland guy getting his head fucking sawed off in the middle of the street. Like those things are they're meant to like be promoted in media to outrage you, to think what Phil's talking about, to get more people involved in it. Like this is intentional. They want drama. They want controversy because it keeps you distracted from, Iran and Strait of Hormuz and the Israel
can we?
Fucking up every goddamn. We'll get there here. That's next.
All right.
But like,
I'm
I'd
ready.
rather if I were Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump or anybody that has a lot of money invested in either of them two, I'd be like, hey, I want them talking about racism. Because it's such a dumb, silly thing that has such a huge impact on people that it's really not a thing in your normal daily life. Like most people you ever meet don't really feel that way or think that way. But when you see it on TV, you're like, fuck, it must be everywhere.
Well, chicken, it is persuasive manipulation at the highest order. We as a species are hardwired to pick the tribe over the truth. Because if you didn't pick the tribe back in the day, you would be way in the prehistory time. We're talking Old Testament time. If you picked the truth over the tribe, then you would be excluded from the group. You wouldn't be given the advantage of food gathering. You would be excluded from mates. So it would mean genetic death. So picking the truth over the tribe, we're hardwired for the opposite. And so that's why exploiting racial grievances, it's basically a mind hack. Okay, you can hack right past people's morality and you can get good people to do awful things in the name of defending their tribe.
That's why I think racism's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time.
That's a wonderful ideal, but unfortunately, it's a marketable strategy in 2026.
Well, I mean, especially white people did really do a lot of awful shit for a couple hundred years at least. At least. So
right.
I don't know.
I mean,
everybody's been a slave.
Build this glorious build this glorious civilization that gave us science and medicine and the lights that we have on in this very internet that we're talking to each other right now. I'm sorry, have a little bit of pride in who you are, for goodness sakes. Okay, why are we all immediately taught to hate where we come from? I'm sorry, Western civilization has created the greatest advancements in all human history. Why are we taught to hate that?
It all devolves into oppression or oppression Olympics or awesomeness Olympics. Like it's fucking dumb. It's tribal. It's
public
stupid,
education.
No, Brendan, you're 100% right. It's 70 years of public education.
Oh my god, another libertarian idea Phil agrees with.
Phil got his internet from Timo. Okay.
No,
Wish.com. Get it right.
It's Temu.
Get it right.
Temu.
I love how they rebranded it to Temu.
No, I jest, but I don't jest. I mean, my kids are homeschooled, and they don't get fed that bullshit.
God bless you.
Yeah, and it is unreal how much I look at my public education, right? All of us were public educated. Let's be serious, right? Like none of us were.
Well, we were public. I don't know if we're educated.
Yeah, well,
right.
Definitely. So, you look back at that and I remember a time when our textbooks told us that oil was going to run out by 2000 or 1999.
Right.
That, right? Oil was going to be gone. We were not going to have oil. We had to find alternate resources. Well, oh shit, they were wrong about that, right? We were gonna have flying.
And then a guy figured out how to drive a car with water, and they killed him.
Oh
yeah.
So
conspiracy.
Don't talk about that. We can't talk about that.
Didn't happen.
So yeah, I mean, ultimately, we're definitely taught to hate. I don't know if our race necessarily, but kind of be ashamed of it, right?
No, but the West, not necessarily the race, but the West, because here's the funny thing: 100 years ago, this would have been considered a very diverse group. Well, look at our research team. We have a Polish person, we have a French person, we have an Italian person, we have an English person, we have an Irish person, we have a Scottish person, we have a Spaniard even. What an incredibly diverse group. And now, that's just nothing but like is it now, is that considered a diverse group at all?
You know what I don't see on this? You know what I don't see on this podcast, Phil? Equity or inclusion.
Hey, Phil, I think it is race.
Technically, I'm Polish and Jewish, according to.
Why do you say that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, curious, Chris, why do you say that?
Because I don't think it's just the West.
I knew it. No, I'm kidding.
I don't think it is just the West. I think it's specifically.
It's just white people. It's just white people.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the worst.
Yeah, they are fucking the worst.
So that is
we're
the
all
question.
talking about who's
What's the next 5 years? What's the next 5 years going to do? Are the because I remember when Donald Trump got elected in 2016, Britt Hume was on Fox News acting terrified that white people were going to start acting like a voting bloc. And I was like, wow, what would happen if white people became a unilateral voting bloc in this country? It would basically dominate the country. There would be no other. So us divided against each other in every way has been very, very profitable for those in power that want to keep business as usual going, because racial grievance keeps us fighting amongst each other. It always has, and it always will. Okay, it's when we forget the fact that we're all made in God's holy image that we can be easily manipulated into fighting each other. And it's happened for thousands of years, and it will happen for thousands after us. It's the unfortunate reality of our human condition.
The unfortunate reality is it's
Fox
just
News
getting
doesn't help
better. Yeah, Fox News doesn't.
All right, one at a time.
Yeah, Fox News doesn't help. That is what Brendan said. But the propaganda, to me, the scariest part. So I'm a history guy. I love watching documentaries and shit, and the algorithms know that. And I'm flipping through Facebook Reels. You know how once in a while you get that really long one that's 45 minutes long, and it starts off really good. And you're like, oh, hey, cool. I'm learning some stuff. You're 12 minutes in. You're like, fucking cool. I like this. This is awesome. But then I started getting subtle hints that this was going somewhere. And so this one was the history of Hitler and Nazism, and it was going through of the steps to get to the Third Reich and to get to Hitler, and how Mussolini used it, and so all of it. After it got to step 1, step 2, and step 3 were pretty random dumb stuff that weren't important that anybody would do. And then the third one was well, then you have to get popular with the people and say things that they want to hear. I'm like, okay, what are they talking about? That's pretty vague. What the fuck's going on here? Then the next one was after that, then you have to get a group of supporters to accept you and to get you and vote you into office. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? and then it just kept going. I was like, oh my God, this is they're describing 2016 all over again. And it's about, in 15 minutes in, I was like, this is about Donald Trump, isn't it? I toughed it out because I made that prediction at 15 minutes in, and at 45 minutes, sure as shit, they fucking turned it into this is an anti-Trump fucking propaganda bullshit. And it was this whole Mein Kampf, fucking crazy. It wasn't Mein Kampf. I've read Mein Kampf. It was not. That's not what Mein Kampf was. I was like, oh my God, this fucking asshole totally just made up some shit. And used a few things from Mein Kampf. I was, oh my God, that's how things are. Things are so good at manipulating today, and to all the stuff we're talking about. It's so easy to manipulate people, especially online. We all have these boomer old guys in our families and friend groups and all that stuff. That tell me you have not had an old person show you a text message and say, should I reply to this? Anybody? They fucking do it.
I literally
reply to it.
Run before they ask you to install something.
I literally just talked to Boomers today, and they told me about how awesome the Israeli pager event was.
That is terrifying.
It is awful, and I just looked
yeah,
at them,
ha ha ha, that's wonderful. Ah.
yeah, they saw they must have saw my face because they changed the subject really quick. Because I was like, because my only response was like, yeah. So all the innocent people they killed, like that's like in like
yes,
instantly,
Bandit.
that's
It's
all I
on my
thought.
bed table.
Yeah, and
So I have a question. So isn't the antidote, and I'm not trying to certify with Phil on this, but isn't the antidote to
Let's
this
do it. Go.
to stay off of social media and not watch the news?
Well, no, it's to be smart.
That's
about it.
definitely one of them. That would be like, I've noticed since I've definitely cut down on a lot of my exposure to certain media. It's definitely, I've noticed my happiness factor has gone up significantly.
No.
Like when you realize that basically the media gave AI its outline for when it implemented its own survival and self-preservation protocols. Our media told the AI how to keep us engaged, how to keep us angry, how to keep us in whatever way, keep us engaged so our eyes are constantly on this thing no matter what. And
Right.
so, stepping away from technology, we're not meant to have everything all of the time. We're supposed to actually figure things out in our, like, here's a question, guys. If I put a piece of paper in front of you and ask you just paper, I want you to divide 642,358,000 by
Nobody can do that in their head. That's
267.5.
ridiculous.
Could you do that? No. Could you do that on a piece of paper?
No.
Possibly.
That's what I
don't know.
mean. These things have become the augmentation of our brains. Okay, we don't have to retain information. We don't have to do math anymore. These things are the ultimate tool these things can bring down popes, priests, prime ministers, presidents, and God help us if it ever falls into the wrong hands, folks.
Okay, so
Which it may have already
Phil,
have.
So Phil, you and I got into a little bit of an argument in our private group chat.
At least 20 times.
Yeah,
True. But I'm going to refer to one in particular because it sounds like you
Okay, all right. More specific.
It sounds like you might agree with me, but maybe only slightly, or maybe there's some differences. But I was making the case for blissful ignorance, if you remember.
Oh, yeah, I do understand that. Like, there's some people that they will live their lives in complete ignorance, and they will have some measure of happiness because with great knowledge does come great sorrow and responsibility. I don't know. This is going to sound like a weird aside, but have you guys ever seen the show Peaky Blinders?
Love it.
I missed it.
Yep. Great show.
Okay. It's worth watching. Okay. The main character becomes a very rich man in Belfast. And at one point,
fucking ruined it.
He's a gangster. I know. He's a gangster, and people are always coming at him. And he's sitting there talking to somebody else. He goes, I have 3 men who tend my garden: a father, his son, and his son after him. 3 generations of men that their greatest ambition is to be the gardener of my yard, and they will know more happiness in this life than I will ever know. And when you're talking about that blissful ignorance, I think back to that. See, there are some people where their ambitions don't reach very far. They don't put they don't fill this up with much. And guess what? In this life, many of them do find a lot of happiness. I've noticed that some of the wisest and smartest people I've ever known are actually usually the least happy. They can put a brave face on it, but they're usually inside there's a sorrow of either nihilism or something else.
But let me clarify.
those.
Let me clarify,
Go ahead,
if I may, because what I'm so I'll add a concept just to clarify at least my perspective on what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying, and this was me, say, pre-2015, before Trump came on the scene. So the way I was approaching things is I wasn't watching. That's a damn handsome man right there. So I wasn't consuming any news at all. I was barely on. I was basically not on social media. I mean, I had some accounts, but I was never on there. And so I consumed almost literally zero news, almost literally zero. But what I did do is that I operated based off of concentric circles. So, so my marriage, my household, my neighborhood, my church, my work community, whatever. And the way I would decide whether I'd go out to the next concentric circle is just whatever my bandwidth was, just my bandwidth in terms of time or emotional energy or whatever it was. And I would just make a decision for myself whether or not I was going to go out to that next circle. And honestly, I never went out that, much further. So I wasn't like stupid. I didn't like turn off my brain, but I just decided I'm just going to focus on one, things I can control, and two, things and people in my life that I truly care about. And everything else, I just blocked it out. And I was very happy. Those were some of the happiest times that I've had. And so that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about turning your brain off or not thinking or not educating yourself or not, those sorts of things. That's when I say blissful ignorance, that's what I'm talking about.
So I'll jump in.
I get.
Wait,
go ahead, Chick, and then I'll step in a second.
So Tony and Phil know me very well. And like out of high school, I was very politically involved, very involved in news, and like to a fault. Big on left. Yeah, I was a big lefty back then, but as I was going through all of that, then me and my wife got married and then got pregnant. My dad died. I got a big promotion. Then I had to move away, and like a lot of shit happened in my life in like 6 months. And I did what you did, Chris. I just went total dark. I didn't have a social media presence. I didn't have a social life like outside of my family and close work friends and things like that. And I did not listen to the news. I did not pay attention to anything. I didn't look into anything. I just shut down for several years. And then my kid got sick and it extended that for quite a while. I stayed out of politics and information and everything for probably like 7 years. I don't know. 6, 7. Yeah, there you go, kids. Yeah, there's the disappointment.
Chicken.
No, then
just go.
When 2016 rolled around, and I still wasn't back in the game necessarily and paying attention to things.
Same.
And then everything shifted. And I remember the night of the 2016 election, going to bed that night. I was interested, but I didn't care. And I was one of those ones that went to bed and going, well, yeah, ain't no fucking way Donald Trump's winning this one. And I went to bed at 9:00 that night and woke up the next morning, was like, what? Because in my mind, I was like, well, elections are rigged. There's no fucking way. Like this whole thing's fucking a joke.
Right.
And that was the moment that woke me.
Oh, don't worry. 2020 gave you faith in that again.
Give me a minute. That was the moment that woke me back up to go, oh, maybe this thing isn't rigged. Maybe this is actually like a fucking thing right now.
Yes.
And got me to rethink of like, maybe we're not in this whole like fucking mess and we can change things. And so I started getting more. Now I get what you mean. Like I was super happy, like even though I was dealing with a lot of stressful things and a lot of things, but like I was able to focus on family and focus on what mattered. And you know what? There's been times where since then where shit happened, like my mom got sick and other things have happened to where I just shut down for a couple months of like, I don't pay attention to it. Like I just shut it off and I walk away because I get it, dude. It is too much input and you have to give output and you got to direct that output. I think that's a human brain capacity thing that we all have. We have our limit, and I have mine. We all do, to where like too much personal shit's coming in. You're like, fuck it, shut it down. And I think that's what happened to me. I was like, nope, I got too much shit to deal with. I don't have time for Barack Obama. I don't have time for John McCain. Like, and I just shut it down. I was like, I don't give a fuck. But then, like, now I'm like, my God, now that I realize how big of an impact that some of these big names have on your day-to-day life and how, like, I fucking hate voting. I fucking hate it. But it is a thing. And as much as I want to advocate against it, it's a fucking problem that we have in this country, and people aren't awake enough. And I sympathize when your output can't match your current input. I get it. Like you got too much going on, but fuck, people have to pay attention. They have to realize what the fuck's going on. You have to, like, I hate to say this because Tony's gonna hate it, but Phil's right. You have to fucking decide at the end of the day.
I don't know if you do.
Fucking
Why?
side.
Gross.
Why do you have to know what's going on?
If you don't have a bunch of shit going on and you have the ability to go out and vote and make a decision and be a part of bettering society, it's kind of your civic duty.
Okay, hang on. Give me a second.
Yeah. It's the idea of, are you duty driven or hedonist driven?
Hang on. It's not even that for me, because
I talked so long my cigarette went out.
It's not even that for me, because I made it a point here like a month ago to make sure I got back to town to vote in one of the most nonsensical, unimportant local, and that was it, because I'm a registered nonpartisan, and there were literally 3 things on the ballot. And I made it a point to get home before 8:00 and vote for those 3 things, even though it didn't really matter. I made it a point to do that. I got home to do that. Whereas Chicken could go and vote in a actual primary if he wanted to, because I'm never changing my partisanship. But that's the point. Like, but you've been saying you trolled Phil beautifully when you were saying, "No, I'm not going to vote anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore. Fuck this. Fuck all the voting, and it feels gay and fake and all this and it's stupid." And you're right, but you're right, because when Trump was beating Hillary, and I watched it unfold live before we were doing podcasting and live streams of elections, and I watched it unfold in real time, I'm like, oh my God, maybe this has a chance to not be the facade, the theatrics, and the fake theater that I thought it was. That's how I felt that night. And during his first term, and then I watched all the mudslinging and the next 3.5 years of just trying
Grow
to
the farm up.
him.
I'll take your vote.
Trying to take him out because he was not part of the deep state. And then COVID, and then they put Joe Biden in. I mean, won fairly. And then the just horrible 4 years.
True.
And then he got back in. And then we got to see what he would do in a second term with backers and funders and boosters. And instead of draining the swamp, it was, hey, the swamp's not so fucking bad. So it's weird to see from one side of the spectrum to the next side of the spectrum. But on that night in 2016, it was a different animal. Like you said, it was, oh my God, maybe it's not the theatrics. It became the theatrics, because I think that's inevitable when we're talking about national U.S. politics. But I know what you're talking about when you're talking about that glimmer of hope. And it went away pretty quick. And by the end of the term, I too had already lost it. But I'm just saying, I made it a point to get back and vote locally, because that's a fucking important matter. You chicken, and I'm going to call you specifically out because you said in the 2020 election, you got to pick a side. You got to pick a side, and you had the MAGA hat, and we recorded a ton of footage with it.
Yep.
You got to pick a side, and you just reiterated it. Even though for the last 6 years you've been saying, I don't want to fucking vote. And you just said it the other day. So what changed in 48 hours?
Well, one of it was trolling Phil on because Phil was getting
that
so
is the
upset.
highest priority. I will forgive that.
Phil was like, I was like,
I
know
knew
I'm
it.
going to.
I knew it the whole time.
No, you didn't, Phil. You fucking believed it. That's why I kept going with it. Because I told Phil that I was going to get as many people
Totally
to not
fair.
vote
Totally
as
fair.
possible.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Okay, what I knew was that I would eventually get you to vote. I knew this was a troll. I would eventually convince you.
Dude, I was going
to
to
come along
vote no
and
matter
vote.
what.
I knew it. I knew it. Yes. Yes. Because
Now,
it was
however-
Phil.
kind
It
of
was Phil. He did it. He did it.
it was all me. 100%.
However,
No, if I
however,
may, just
real quick, because you're gonna want to
Go
want
ahead.
to respond to this, Phil. However, this last time voting, I was very confident in Trent on this last vote of
Agreed.
because of the coalition made, the promises made, the whole campaign and everything we were expecting. I didn't expect all of it.
The
I didn't
super
think-
group, the
I
the
didn't-
cabinet,
yeah.
the
I
anti-war,
didn't think I would
the
get-
President P.
Yeah. I didn't think I would get
Anti-inflation.
all
Fuck.
of it. I didn't think I would get all of it. But I thought I would get fucking one of them. Can I get fucking
one.
one of them?
One.
Can I get one? Jesus
one.
Christ.
One.
let's see how the term turns out, fellas.
Best
Oh,
I can
fuck
do
off.
is- Chicken.
There's a lot of
Best
football
I
still
can,
to play,
best
right,
I
Phil?
can do is none.
This is true.
The best I can do is
Now,
win.
I want to respond to a couple of
Phil.
things.
The best
No,
I
no,
can
no,
do.
The
The best I can do. Hold on.
Bombing
best I can do-
Somalia,
The best I can do
uncomfortable
is a ceasefire with Iran that lasts 3 days.
Yeah, at best.
It's the 17th
For the 27th time.
ceasefire.
But
Yeah.
so
Would be the
28
greatest-
guys, number 28.
This will be the great
Now,
ceasefire.
You'll know, like,
of ceasefire.
this last drop in the oil markets makes me think we might actually have found peace. Like anytime you see the oil markets drop hard, there's a decent chance we might have found. But at first, I want to talk
That's
to
any- any
something
day
else
now.
talked about.
Any day now, Phil.
Go back,
Healthcare
Tony.
plan.
Go back.
Healthcare
go back.
plan, Phil.
No.
Any
to me.
minute.
To
No,
me.
all right. Thank you.
Right here, Phil.
I want to hear from Phil because he's been patient.
Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is. All right. All right. First thing I want to talk about, Chris, you're saying that you used to move out with your bandwidth and like you just first circle, second circle, third circle, fourth. And I get that. Okay. That is definitely a way for the unsophisticated mind to live a very good and noble life. But
Hey,
unfortunately,
Phil,
Dick.
Phil, hang on.
I'm not saying you
Hey,
necessarily.
Phil,
Okay.
Phil, stop for
I'm
a
just
second.
telling.
Phil, just stop. I'm already done listening to you. If you're gonna start insulting me, then we're done. I'm serious. I'm done.
I'm
I'll
not
just leave.
insulting you. I'm saying just for
Oh.
general humanity. But if that gets you that hard, you're really not going to like the rest of what I got
And
to
you
say.
made a comment directly towards me. If you're gonna do that, then we're done. We're done for tonight.
Well, no, I'm
not-
talking about that style of life. Are you living that way now, or are you pushing your
Yes.
bandwidth?
Yes, you dumbass. I'm the one that explained the concept and said that's the way I've chosen to live. You're directing that directly at me. If you're gonna do that, we're done for tonight. We're done.
Well, then, okay, bye. I mean, I'm sorry. It's nice if you're going to talk, but if you're just going to do that, well, fine, I'm just going to go home. Then go. Okay. I hope you stick around, but sorry, man. That is a good way to live your life if you have an unsophisticated mind or you just want to live an unsophisticated life.
I'm not.
That's fine. That's
Phil, you
totally
dumbass. I'm
fine.
not an
But if you refuse to participate in politics, you will be ruled by your lessers. That is why you must engage. You must always push your bandwidth. However much your bandwidth is, you have to push it that much more. You don't ever
No.
just be yourself. That's that kind of nonsense advice of just be yourself. No, be better than yourself. Push yourself a little bit more than you did yesterday, than you did today, or tomorrow than you did today. So that's what it's okay if people want to live that way. But some people
don't
simply
know me.
can't. And if you have the capacity to do so, you have a duty to step up.
You complete
I
arrogant
think-
blowhard. You don't know me, Phil. You know nothing about me.
I'm not talking about you.
You don't know shit
I'm not
about
talking
me.
about you necessarily. I'm talking about
You are.
the millions of people who live their lives in such a way.
And the
Phil, I
millions
just got
that
done-
are
I'm
watching
sorry you
it
took
on
that
this
personally,
podcast.
man, but good Lord. Good
Phil,
Lord.
I just got done outlining a concept
Didn't
by
know you-
which I've lived life, and then you call me unsophisticated. You don't know shit about me. You don't know anything
Well, and
about me.
Phil, I'll take a little offense to that as well, because like I've lived in a part of my life where I didn't have the bandwidth either. I was explaining that earlier, to where I got too much shit going on. To where
Would you call that a
those
virtuous
fucking-
life? Would you call that
There's no
living
word.
virtuously? Living to the maximum amount
Yeah.
of your abilities? That have been
Taking
given
care
to you?
of my family over fucking politics? Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah,
virtuous. Fuck
yes.
you, Phil.
If we're talking
Using the
about
maximum of your abilities?
prioritizing- no. If
No,
we're
no.
talking about
Using the maximum of my
prioritizing
abilities to take care of
yourself,
my family
your
and to take care of
family,
what God wants. Fuck you.
yes. No, if you're talking about prioritizing yourself,
So
and
you
your
have
family
no
and the
nothing
things
to
that
do
you
with
can
politics
have
around
free
you.
control
You just let the world
over
just kind of
everything
pass you by and
else.
let others control your
Yes,
life, even if you had the power to do
absolutely.
otherwise.
No.
Phil, I think you have lived
Yeah.
such a fucking awesome life to where
No.
you've never had a day. Phil, you've never had
No.
a day where you just had to, well, hold on. Fuck off. Phil
No.
doesn't watch the fucking news half the goddamn time. He gets half of his news from us, first off, folks. If you want to, spoiler alert in the audience, most of the time Phil gets his fucking news from us in the goddamn chat group because he doesn't look anything up his goddamn self and then argues with us over nonsensical topics. Second, Phil, I know personally you've had weeks where you have just not paid attention to shit
Thank you.
on purpose because you were having fucking things in your fucking personal life
that
so
are
to
more
attack-
important.
So
than
I don't know. I don't know if you're
Political
attacking.
theater.
I don't know if you were necessarily attacking Chris with that statement or not. Whether you were or not, that doesn't
Don't
matter.
like it.
But to fucking say that you to not use your bandwidth or to not focus your bandwidth on what matters to you in your moment, in your family, and what's going on. Like
When you
we've
have
all
the
been
ability to
there.
change the world. There's some people who don't have it. There's some people who don't have that bandwidth.
You're not
But if you
changing
do
the
have
fucking
bandwidth to
world,
push
dude.
beyond,
When you have a family member in the hospital or fucking somebody sick
who
and
do you
dying,
think changes the world? Who do you
It's
think
not the
actually does
guy-
change the world? People who
Phil-
push themselves beyond this common man's
Hold on,
bandwidth.
Phil.
Not the Republican
Period.
Party that has
Period.
control of this
No, that is 100% true. I will
No,
get
fuck
no
you,
refutation of that.
No.
I'll get people yelling, but no one will refute what I just said.
Phil,
I'll get
If
some
there-
no's.
if-
I'll get a lot of emotions and feels, but I will not get a refutation. Not one of you,
no,
I guarantee.
Phil, what's more important to God? Me making sure I am there for my son if he is sick, or going to vote for Donald Trump?
What's most important to God is for you to have faith in him and his son before everything else.
No, out of those two.
Before anything else.
Out of those two.
Oh,
after
out of those
that,
two, yeah, well, obviously your family is always first. That's your first ministry.
well, then shut the fuck
Obviously.
up.
There you go.
And I never said
That's
anything different.
simple.
I never said anything different. So
Well, you just call
yeah,
You
but
implied
you,
it.
if you had
You
no,
fucking
no,
implied
you guys just
actually.
can't. No, not even close. It's I'm sorry. Just go back and listen to this sometime, and you'll
I don't
get
think
it.
you
You'll get
hear
it. Don't worry
yourself
about it.
sometimes, Phil.
No, I just think you guys
Ah.
only hear what you want to hear when I say when I
No,
speak,
you
not what I
only-
actually say.
that's
You need to
what
engage the
all-
words
all
I
of it.
speak. You're not the person in your head that represents me in your mind. Okay,
We're
you need
not
to actually
ignoring
engage the words
parts
I'm
that
saying.
you want us to ignore.
Sure. So, anyways, in regards to now, Chicken, what was your question? I'm sorry.
I don't even fucking remember.
That's the that there. That's the
Ah,
part.
well, if that's the case, Folks, you come here to the Big Bucket Empire Dog and Chicken Show really as a conduit to find your way to KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. That's KOE Nation. K is in King. O is in, oh my goodness, you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. E is in extremely happy to know you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. I'm shilling, Chicken. You should know better by now. Okay. Taking a commercial break. You forgot your question, so I'm letting the people know where they can find.
I didn't have a question. I was fucking calling you out on your bullshit.
No, you had a question earlier, but we forgot it, so it's fine.
I want Grow the Farm Up to make the same charge against Tony and Chicken that he did against me, which I said get out of my fields. Both of you responded the same way that I did.
Yeah.
Get out of my field.
Shit.
I wasn't the only one that responded to Phil that way.
Not wrong. I mean, he's not wrong though. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I wasn't meaning to attack you personally. If you took it that way, sorry, man. But I wasn't meaning. Like, there's millions of people.
Hang on.
It's kind of like, dude, I like eating tacos, and they said, well, you know, for all the people who do eat tacos, or all the people who do eat hamburgers, and they're like, no, I eat tacos and hamburgers. How dare you, sir? Like, okay, I'm not talking about you specifically. Goodness gracious.
You were responding directly.
Sorry if that you took it personally. It wasn't what it was intended. Sorry, man.
You were responding directly to what I just outlined.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go to Iran.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That is Phil blowing his hardest.
Well,
can we do you guys want to start with the timeline in Iran? Let's just change this. We're changing the fucking subject. We're moving on.
Hey, Brandon.
Iran timeline.
Hey, Brandon. Wait. 1 second. Brandon.
Yeah.
How hard are your nipples?
So hard.
Prove it.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, we're demonetized now. God.
I'm cut buddy.
I'm just saying we did get kicked off of TikTok at about 1 hour. I don't know what we said at 1 hour, but TikTok said no.
Well, it got a little racist.
Yeah. Apparently we hate black.
Well, TikTok's wrong, and we're all right. So take solace in the fact that
we talked about Carmelo Anthony
now
at all.
are correct about one.
That was
probably
pretty
just
much
saying
the
the
whole
name.
Carmelo Anthony thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the five of us
probably
right
just saying
that.
the name alone probably got it.
That's probably you're probably not wrong. So
Yeah.
we got Bandit. We got there. Okay, Chicken.
We got back to racism. Yes.
Oh,
fuck yeah! I did it. I made it gay too.
So we're going to talk about how Iran's winning the war.
For the
let's go through the
27th time.
I had Gemini build me a timeline.
Yes.
Oh,
I can't wait
I'm
for
ready
this.
for a timeline.
So I know it's going to be
prepared for this.
Give us some timeline.
It's going to be incomplete, but we have a timeline. This will be fun.
I'm excited.
Outbreak in Operation Roaring Lion. February 25th, the U.S. Treasury drops massive economic sanctions against more than 30 vessels and entities running Iran's black market oil smuggling network. February 28th, while U.S. logs campaign Operation Epic Fury, Israel launches its own parallel campaign, Operation Roaring Lion. The Israeli Air Force executes largest military flyover in its history, dropping dozens of precision ammunitions on Tehran's Pasteur district. I don't fucking know. Leveling Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, killing him instantly. Trump. He was unable to avoid our intelligence and highly sophisticated tracking systems and working closely with Israel. There was not a thing he or other leaders that have been killed along with him could do.
Yeah, he was sitting in his fucking house, he was like, it wasn't like he was trying to hide.
March 1st and 2nd, opening the second front. So this is how many days later? Oh, 1 day. One day later, following the assassination of Khamenei, Hezbollah vows revenge and fires first rockets into northern Israel, breaking the quiet border truce that had stood since November 2024. Israel responds instantly by expanding the war far beyond Iran, executing punishing airstrikes across Beirut and what the fuck, Bekaa Valley, and destroying the Hezbollah command center in Nabatea. March 6th, as international bodies try to step in to broker an immediate ceasefire, Trump completely shuts down early diplomatic back channels. Trump's truth on March 6th. There would be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender. Iran's Assembly of Experts appoints the late leader's hawkish son, I'm not even going to try, another Khamenei, as the new supreme leader. 8 days later, the ground invasion taking the war devastating new level. Israel launches a full-scale physical ground invasion into southern Lebanon, deploying 5 military divisions across the border. 23rd and 24th, IDF forces blow up the main transit bridges over the Litani River, completely shutting off southern Lebanon from the rest of the country. Israel's defense minister publicly announces plans to systematically demolish Lebanese border villages and occupy all territory up to the Litani River.
I thought this was the Iran war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry. I want to clarify that.
Deeply complicating U.S. efforts to keep the war contained. Phil, if I can't see the screen, Phil, are you still there? Do you want to read the Trump quotes when I get to
Yeah,
them?
I'm here.
Okay. All right.
No, you're doing great.
I'll,
That and I didn't bring my glasses with me.
Oh, okay. I'll continue. Does anybody else want to read?
Yep,
the Trump
I'm
quotes?
finally at that age.
Anybody have a better Trump impression? Because mine sucks.
I don't need an impression.
Trump.
Oh shit. Okay, we'll let
No.
Biden read it.
No. Oh,
All right, Biden, we'll let you read the Trump truths as we get to them, okay? So right now we're on April 1st. Reports surface that Iran's economy is buckling under pressure of the naval blockade and relentless strikes, prompting them to quietly seek an off-ramp. Trump on April 1st says... It's your turn, Biden.
Biden
says my butt's been wiped. And you got to go vertical. You can't go horizontal.
Is it not on the screen? Hold on.
No, I'm just.
We
I'm
missed
just
you, Joe.
simplifying.
We missed you.
Look, it's the cross. You got to go vertical, then you go horizontal.
So do you want me to read it, Joe?
This guy liked that one.
Oh.
Are you going to read it, Joe, or you want me to?
What?
Okay, moving on. Trump says, we will consider it once the Strait of Hormuz is open, free and clear. Until then, we're blasting Iran into oblivion, back to the Stone Ages. April 7th, U.S., Iran, Pakistan signed a temporary 14-day regional ceasefire to allow commercial backing. Okay, we have a ceasefire, guys, on April 7th. All right.
Woo.
April 8th, hours after the U.S. truce takes effect, Israel claims... But yeah, boss mode. April 8th, hours after U.S. truce takes effect, Israel claims Lebanon is a separate theater and is not bound by the agreement. They launch Operation Eternal Darkness.
Where do they get these?
Dropping 100 airstrikes in 10 minutes across Lebanon, killing 300 people. Separate Israeli strikes hit
Who
inside.
comes up with these names?
Yeah, so Israel hit Iran and Lebanon after the first ceasefire.
No, Israel hit Iran from the back. You know what I'm saying? They clapped them cheeks.
Oh. Yeah, like hitting him from the back.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Look, here's the thing. When I was president, you didn't even play me in. What? How rusty are you?
Well, I
Well,
like
you haven't
kinda
been the
saying it,
president
but-
for a while.
Oh my God.
I'm still
Okay,
president.
Joe, I'll fucking find it. Hold on. Wait, no. Which one do you want? Because there's like
That's good enough. Look, here's the thing. All right. Here's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. You know, all right. Here's the thing.
What a fucking joke.
there you go.
What happened? Look, I got a bad tan. All right, here's the thing. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. Fuck. I don't know. Look, here's the thing. Look. Who
Are you
shit my
wearing
pants?
white face?
Look, just because Carmelo Anthony, was a
Oh no, don't. Just,
No.
whatever comes out of your mouth next is not gonna be TOS friendly. Okay, like whatever comes out next is gonna get us banned off whatever platform still hasn't banned us yet.
look. It is what it is. Anyway, I'm here to talk about Real Estate Rock on Tours. Chris Green, you got what it takes. You got what it takes.
Thanks, Joe.
See, Dr. Chicken, he left because he did
No, I
not
didn't.
advocate
I'm right here.
for the COVID vaccine. So he's out. He's out. And this guy right here, Phil KOE, he's an election denier. He's out too. So Chris is in. So when I'm in for my third term, it's all hands on deck. We're talking about building back better. Okay, there we go. Building back better. Building back better in 2026. The midterms are going to go very well for Joe Biden. Taking the White House back. Woo!
Ice cream for everybody.
Joe, no,
That's what I'm saying. Hope you like vanilla.
Joe, you forgot to pardon yourself. Of everybody you pardoned, you
Pardon?
should have also given yourself.
I'm
No,
sorry.
your pardons.
I didn't even know I passed.
No, there's a
yet.
drain
I'm
in the
sorry.
corner for that. But Joe, I told you all 4 years, enjoy your only term, and turns out I was correct, Joe. You only served one term.
Look, here's the thing. There's
and
only one thing.
you only
less
got to be a
important.
blight and stain for a short while.
No, we're gonna put this to bed right now. There's only one thing less important than a Phil KOE prediction, and that's the 13th month of the year, and we've yet to see one. So there you go. Look, here's the facts, Jack.
Well, the difference is mine are true.
There still ain't been a 13th month of the year, and I've been president once.
But there's been an
What do you got on
accurate
that?
Phil KOE
What do you got on
prediction.
that?
Happens quite a bit.
That's what I thought. Recognize.
You got dementia, Joe.
Recognize.
I recognize the
I don't
dementia.
even know what we're
Old
talking
Joe.
about right now.
I don't either.
So, Joe, do you think you're
It's
still
me,
president?
Joe's long-standing rivalry.
Wiener in your face.
Okay. That's aggressive, but I like it.
That's the Joe we remember.
Look,
Yeah,
here's the
all
thing,
right.
folks.
Play 'em out.
I'm enjoying my retirement. I told you. When it came down to it, I was a one-term president. One term.
It's all. Is it
Joe,
over?
you tried again.
How's the cancer?
Yeah,
Well,
how's your butt?
The thing. Here's the thing, Foot. Look, I said I like the astronomical and the stars and the planets, and they tell me the lottery numbers. You know what? You want to fight? You want to do push-ups?
All right, folks, there you have it. Your 44th president of these United States.
Allegedly. What a fucking joke.
He's still here.
Oh, no.
God. That
That's
was
freaky, Joe.
That
That's
was
freaky.
You.
You just
That
bring
was
up the
you.
stoma.
Yeah.
That's how he takes the adrenochrome, folks. That's that's not Jack Daniels.
That's how we know
pure
this podcast
adrenochrome
might
to
have
the-
gone too
to the
long.
jugular.
Tony's drinking straight through the bottom of Joe Biden's throat. And then it got stuck.
Ouch.
With the screen name Toph, I'm gonna assume you're smarter than everyone you meet.
No,
at least.
I've actually said many times that I'm usually not the smartest person in the room. I've never thought that. Grow the farm
Yeah.
up doesn't know me either.
Yeah, nobody's.
You
as
don't
smart as
know
you.
me. You don't
We all-
know me. Like, oh boy.
I think it's a pretty clear play on words of the word Christopher, but that's pretty in depth.
Joe,
The
Joe.
fucking silence was great there.
have
All right.
has anybody cleaned? Has anybody changed your bedpan, Joe? Are you being
I just
neglected, Joe?
I just want a cancer update.
Look, I just want to say here's the thing.
I guess we're not talking Iran anymore. We're just gonna.
No, we are. We're talking Iran.
No,
I don't know why you,
no, we're
you
not.
silence me, seeing as I'm the most authoritative position there is when it comes to the topic.
Because somehow I think I'm drinking more fucking Wild Turkey 101 than you have, but you're like not making any
Well, that's
sense.
because you're a redneck, red state piece of shit.
That's fair.
There we have it.
Guilty.
Let's
You want to do push-ups? I'll do
go,
more
bitch.
push-ups than you. Fat.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
I
go.
didn't even notice when Brendan dropped out.
Yeah, he.
Yep.
just said
He just like he's gonna drop out of
Yeah,
the
he know
race,
he can do
Chris.
more
He's
push-ups
got
than
no
Joe.
chance. Okay, he can't stay in the race. He's gonna be like Ross Perot.
He didn't even
Right?
announce yet.
Yeah, you picked a timely time to bring that up after Brendan's already bailed.
Yep. Ross Perot.
How
He
horny do I
bailed.
look?
Brendan Roy. He will bail on you, but you know who won't bail on you, America? Phil
boy.
Yeah,
KOE.
Joe Biden. This
That's
guy
right.
here.
Yep.
Joe Biden.
Yep.
He will not
All
bail
right.
on you.
This show is going nowhere, so if we have no topics to discuss, let's start wrapping this bad boy up.
No, we're going to talk Iran. So let's talk about it. Phil? Fuck you.
Yes. Oh, well, yeah. Love you too, Joe. Folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us here at the Dog and Chicken Show, episode 211. Brick by brick by brick by brick by brick by brick by brick, folks. Right here at Dog and Chicken Show. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, Big Buck and Empire. You can find me, Phil KOE, at KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter, folks. That's K as in King, O as in O, goodness, I'm so happy I could find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. E is extremely happy to know you can find KOE Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. Folks, I am your King of Extreme, lover of creation, and servant of Christ extraordinaire, and I cannot wait to find you right back here at Dog and Chicken Show, happy, healthy, much the wiser. God bless every last one of you. I can't wait to see you back here on the flip side. God bless. Catch you later, folks. Tony, Chicken, Chris, take it away.
Appreciate it, Phil. Chris, any final thoughts on the night? Wrapping
How
anything
could you
up?
have
Anything
any?
you wanna say?
No, I always just refer to Tony to tell people where to find me.
That's fair.
That is true.
Tony, where can we find Chris, and any thoughts?
Only because he gets 100% of the credit.
That's true. Chris has like a it's like
website.
a 9 square. It's a 3x3 sectional of his best work, and he'd be like, I can't name it all because it's so good, and it is. It's very good. He can't name them all because the names are so good. And I'm just like, hey, let's just put them all together. Linktree/Gravity Beard.
Mhm.
There we go.
That was Tony's creation.
One and done. And Chris was like, you can't just contain all that awesome in one link. And I said, watch me. Fucking watch me.
He literally said, hold my beer. And
I
he
did.
it.
I
He
did
pulled
it.
off the impossible.
And I don't regret
And
it.
he did.
I don't regret it.
No, I don't either. It's the
There
nicest
we
thing
are.
anyone's ever done for me, ever.
It's what I do. It's a public
Ever.
service, and I'm
This
so
was
hard.
better than every Christmas morning he's
So
ever
hard.
had combined, Tony.
I'll just say this about Tony. Listen, Tony puts his pants on one leg at a time, just like the rest of us. But when he does, he changes the world.
I don't wear pants.
Wait,
a lot.
what? Wait, what? Y'all do? You don't like
Anyway.
kick him in 2 feet at a time? Oh, okay.
Wait, you guys wear pants?
No, I have
Anyway.
no pants on right now.
The
Yuck.
summary is that Tony gets all the credit.
Well,
Rock and roll. Tony, Chicken, what do you got for us?
Eh,
No, I got fucking nothing.
Well, I had a whole rant about Iran, I guess.
I wish.
like, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I wish a lot of things too, but I don't know. We blew up the
And then watch
Ayatollah in
Peace actually
February.
happens by the next time we meet.
Yeah, I doubt it. Blew up the Ayatollah in February, and then they promote a son. Nothing stabilizes. Volatile geopolitical crisis in the Middle East, and then corporate nepotism continues. I think we've burned through $30 billion in the last 3 months. Inflation's over 4%, which is good according to Donald Trump. Inflation's great. That was a recent quote from him this last week. Fantastic. We're, always on the brink of some kind of fucking war at this point. We have True Social at 3 a.m. dictating markets. The military strategy is like a precision bombing that we are not necessarily sure if we're hitting Carg Island or hitting some oil field. Like, I don't know. It's so precise. I'm fucking confused and lost. And, the most transparent fucking government we've ever had. I don't understand how I'm so lost. I still don't know the Epstein files. I still don't know who tried to kill the president before he was elected, Butler, or anything about that kid. There's just it's so yeah, I don't know anything like Charlie Kirk. I'll probably find out in that trial. I hope there's like new evidence that comes out, but whatever. Like, so transparent. I am drowning in transparency. I'm drowning in fucking faith of our
of our dear Lord and Savior Donald Trump. I love MAGA. Fucking brick by brick by brick by brick. I'm gonna fucking bring it full circle. This is all a fucking scam, and I hope we all get repentance at the end of the day. I hope whatever is causing all of this comes to light. That's the only way we get to anything is a little sunlight, a little truth. So let's pray for that, folks.
I'm never going to vote again.
Fair.
I don't blame you.
Never. I'm never voting again.
That's good.
I agree. I don't think you should. I think you do. I think you shouldn't either. I think democracy would be better.
You just turned away like 90. You just turned away like 95% of Republican votes. You dumbass.
Oh yeah. I'm really worried about it. Considering I'm the only real Republican in this room, like everybody else is either nonpartisan or registered Republican, but I don't really.
Because those votes don't matter.
So I'm the only real Republican in this room. So I mean,
are we talking about election fraud? Oh, okay.
Hey, when was the last time real Republicans won an election without a coalition?
Crickets!
Fucking crickets! Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah.
Well, it was Trump's coalition 2024. What was it exactly? It was just populism. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that can destroy the two-party system.
Gone.
Is
it's
populism.
All gone.
Sure. Oh yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, totally. It's just totally gone.
They're not.
Why? Because the person on the talking box with the moving pictures told you so. Yeah, no, we'll see at the midterms. That will be the way to actually know. Everything else is just speculation and propaganda. Well, obviously, the walls are closing in and everything's going wrong for Trump because the person in the magical talking box with the moving pictures told
shut
me so.
the fuck up. The only way the Republicans win the fucking midterms is because
you're mad because you know I'm right.
Shut up.
You're mad because you know I'm right. That's why you're trying to shout shut up because you know I'm right. Deep down, a part of you knows that I'm right.
Phil,
you are over.
That's why you're mad. You know it.
No, you are the one that's over exclamating right now because I'm going to explain to the people the truth that the only way the Republicans could win the midterms is because of procedural matters. And they're going to fucking end up with more fucking seats because of procedural matters. It has nothing to do with the fucking vote or popularity or populism or any
the procedure
fucking
just
thing.
baked in extra Democrat votes that, according to the 14th Amendment,
the procedure's going to bake in extra Republican votes. Fucker.
Oh, so you mean those midterms that everyone's like, oh, Trump's going to get Trump.
All this shit. No.
Suddenly, all that confidence just disappeared. Just disappeared.
I'm giving kudos. I'm giving kudos to Republicans. They're playing the Democrat game, and they're going to win the midterms possibly because of procedural things, which is how Democrats have kept winning, and Republicans fucking figure it out fucking 10 years later. So. That's how we usually go. The Democrats find a new way to win.
It's the only way to stop the left from taking power. There is no other way than the right to take power. That's the only way to stop the left from taking power, which should be a primary concern.
3 branches.
All right.
Nothing with it.
That's a beautiful way to wrap this bad boy up. As always, folks. God damn it, this was not a fucking fun one. This devolved very quickly.
I was having a ball. Are you kidding me?
As always, appreciate you. Love you. We will see you next time. Thank you so much. Good night.
KOE Nation, be there.
And see if it just smooths itself out.
Back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you, raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We're